Are we live? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing very well. I'm looking at this camera. Uh, all right, let me move this around so that way, I don't know. Let's see how best. I'm just going to move this around a little bit. There we go. So I can see your comments. And also, there we go. All right. Hang on, folks. Hang on, folks. I'm getting there. I promise. All right. All right. So, hi, everybody. Hi, Tammy. So, I'm assuming y'all can all see me. Oh, my God. Look at my hair. Look at my... I don't know what... Wait. What? What did I do? Oh, my goodness. Oh, what did I do here to my hair? Oh, I give up on my hair, y'all. I completely give up. My hair has been such a mess. It's just not doing what I wanted to do, and this is the mess I'm left with. So I'm like, I'm not going to bother about my hair. You see this little, I don't even know what it's called. I try to mush it down and it doesn't even get mushed down. I'm so over it. Anywho, so let's get here. I want to read the comments. Aquarius Girl, hello. Tammy Melton, hello. Gypsy Girl, hello. Lucinda, 5563, hello. Angela Michelle, Kate, hello. Texas Peter, hey honey, good evening, good to see you. Debbie Bagley, Holly Ann, hey Holly Lay Ann, how are you, honey? Tainted Meat, Inabug, who else is here? Who else? Tammy Melton, Inabug. Capri, 8080, Melanie Elliott, Jacqueline Nell, hello, Jana B, Vivid Dreamer, hello. I'm so glad you're here. Crystal Pink, Delvin, hey Delvin, I haven't seen you in a while. Kelly, hello. Kate, hello. Kathleen Cheney, Persephone, Julianne, who else? Who else? Joshua Robinson. Hello, Joshua. Thank you so much as always, Joshua. I appreciate you. You know that. Joan Harkin. Hello. Joshua, it's always such a pleasure to see you, and not just because you make your donations, because you're here all the time. That support is really, really appreciated. Thank you. Okay. So, I'm assuming y'all can hear me and see me as well, right? If not, y'all will tell me, right? Okay. So, Josh, as always, Joshua, very, very encouraging, always at all of my lives. I so appreciate it. Let's move some things around there. I don't need my phone unless it goes off. Are you ready to herd cats tonight? That is so funny. Oh my goodness. So I know today's subject is a little, let me make sure everything is spiffy. So yeah, everybody, don't mind my hair and excuse me. So I couldn't find my lip balm, and I had this lipstick. Okay, I love it. It's a balm. I would never pay top dollar and go and buy this from retail because this is very, very bougie. So I got, I think it was a set of 3, and I ended up buying it. And I really, really do appreciate it. It's really good. It is. I'm almost afraid to show the brand because it's bougie. You know when I got this, y'all will be surprised. I got it at Costco. So Costco, often enough, they bring on these really bougie brands, and they give you like a really, really good deal. For the longest time, I refused to buy it because I was like, you know what? How can they sell it at this price? I mean, the same thing in the market will cost twice as much for a single piece. Here they're selling 3 pieces for the price of 1. how is that even possible? It must be cheap, it must be old, it must be dead stock and, expired stock and all that stuff. And so one time I did take the plunge and I did buy a bougie brand. And guess which one it was? It was this one. Wait, does it even? Yeah, YSL. So, and it's a brand I'm familiar with. I really do appreciate the quality of this brand, absolutely. And they had 3 lipsticks. And I was like, Costco, what's the worst case scenario? If I don't like it, I can take it back, right? And I picked it up because it said it was a balm. And so I couldn't find my regular lip balm. This was hanging around here. I must have put it here in the recent past for something. So I grabbed it and I put it on. I don't even know if you can see. What? Really? It's really, really nice. Of course, the Joshua will be like, what the hell? She's talking about lipsticks here. It is Rouge pour Couture. It is D7 62L number 1. I wish I could tell you. It's a really pretty color though. This is even, yeah, I don't know. So this is a hot pink, and then the one is orangish almost, and the other one is red. It's balm, so it doesn't stay on long. It stays for a, you'll see as I keep speaking, it'll kind of go off. But it feels really good. It's very emollient. It's so emollient. It really is very comfortable. So anywho, and now I'm looking at the screen. I'm wearing gray, and this is like a pink. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm too lazy to go and get anything else. So here we go. I had to go off into a rant about something totally unrelated to what we are doing today, but that's life with me. I keep it real, y'all. Persephone says, wait, Texas says, I'm going to do my best in cat herding. Pauline Rab, hello. Major snowstorm moving in the middle of the, yeah, I believe it, the weather's going to be really bad. Feathers flying in the hen house. Let's hope the trolls are asleep. I love that. Elizabeth Burks, hello. Cindy Sue, hello. Susie Q, hey girl. Susie Q, did you get my email with your son's birth chart, astrology chart? I think I sent it. I had forgot all about it. I forgot that I said I will send it to you. And then I'm looking at my drafts box and I'm like, why is this email hanging around here? And so then I sent it. I'm sorry I was a little late with that, but Leslie Bonito, hello. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I mean, as long as you got the whatchamacall, y'all. Seriously, y'all, look at this hair of mine. I don't know what. Oh, by the way, it's looking a bit greasy now because I put rosemary oil, amla oil, rosemary oil, a couple drops, amla oil, a couple drops, and tea seed oil, a couple drops, and a couple drops of castor oil, and I put on my hair, and it feels so cooling because I was really struggling with my allergies, and I was sneezing. Oh, y'all, an hour and a half non-stop I was sneezing. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah. And it got so bad that I couldn't, you know how when you cough a lot and all that, it kind of all the sides hurt and your abdomen hurt. Oh my God, it was so bad. So finally I was like, to heck with this nonsense. And I did take a antihistamine and I did a little better in the morning. It knocked me out, but again, it messed up my stomach. That's another reason why I don't take it. And so I'm feeling a little bit better. I said, okay, let me put this because castor oil is cooling. So I did put it a little bit and massaged it, and it kind of, what is that? Makes me feel a bit good. So here we go. All right. Cindy Sue, you're so sweet. Hi, Amy. Amy Stucalo. Hello. How are you, Amy? All right. So let's get on with this. I'm going to read it from the internet a little bit because, oh, tell me I have it somewhere here. Okay, so today's, we have another minute to gab. Exactly at 7 we can start. Noble C, hey girl, how are you? I'm going to just read it really quick, right? What's the time? Okay, so I came across this case, not this case, the let me explain how I came about it. Way, way, way back. And I'm talking about, oh my God, now y'all know how old I am. Y'all, uh, maybe in 84, 85, not even 84, 85, maybe 82, 83, around there. That was my first trip to Japan. I had gone with my parents. It's because they had launched a big product and whatever. So I won't get into all that. So we had gone over there. And sightseeing and all that stuff. Of course, dad was on business, so they were like, oh, sightseeing and all that stuff. That was the first time I noticed. I realized when the Japanese say like 101, it's 101, y'all. It's not 101 and 10 seconds, or it's not like 1 and 59 seconds. It's 101, period. Good lesson to learn, though. And so organized and so polite. Oh my God, those people are just so polite, so proper. But anywho, so we were like asking about, sightseeing and all that. And then somebody had said this, Aokigahara, it's a national forest apparently. And so we were excited and we were like, oh, let's go and all that. Then one of the company people who was not Japanese, but actually was from Europe, but he was there because he was posted there in Japan. He was saying, I don't think that is a place where y'all would want to go with little kids and all that. It's a bit weird. That was all they said. He said, and we didn't know about this. So somebody in the group heard that it was a little weird, and I don't know what extent they had disclosed it, or whatever details they'd gone into. And so then the whole idea was dropped to go visit over there. It's a national forest apparently. So, and I of course forgot about this for years and years and years. I forgot all about this. Then I want to say in about 2007 or 2008, again, I had read an article somewhere where how a lot of people in Japan, because they are so like honor and, that sort of thing, so driven by that aspect of life, right? It's all about honor and stuff. And if you don't live an honorable life, then you may as well end it type of, that's the psychology, at least that's as I know it. Disclaimer, entertainment purposes only, my opinions, my observations, do your own diligence, form your own conclusions, right? So, and I was like, yeah, I can understand that they're a very honorable type of people for them, and apparently a lot of people used to go into this national forest and end up committing suicide. So then I was like, wow. And then I remembered, like, I've heard of this name. I know I've heard of this name. I think I visited there. I know. And then when I was kind of, trying to rack my brains, and then I remembered, yeah, we didn't visit. We were thinking about it, but somebody spooked us and we didn't go. So Aokigahara Forest, I'll read a little bit from the internet, and this you guys can, of course, find anywhere. So it's called... it's a sea of tears type of thing. So it's a popular tourist destination even today. You can actually go there, and it's about 2 to 3 hours from Tokyo. You can drive there. You can actually go there, and there are trails, and you can keep to the trails. But they also recommend that there are certain as parts of it that you don't go. Even till today, if you go to Aokigahara, you can actually go there. It's like I said, it's a park. So it's called the Japanese suicide forest. So I'm going to read a little bit and then we'll get into the reading of this. So sea of trees, not tears, sea of trees. Aokigahara Blue Tree Meadow, also known as the Sea of Trees, is a forest on the northwestern flank of Mount Fuji on the island of Honshu in Japan. Thriving on 30 square miles, that is 30 square kilometers, that is 12 square miles of hardened lava laid down by the last major eruption of Mount Fuji in 864 CE, the western edge of Aokigahara, where there are several caves that fill with ice in winter, is a popular destination for tourists and school trips. Parts of Aokigahara are very dense, and the porous lava rock absorbs sound, contributing to a sense of solitude that some visitors attribute to the forest. The forest has a historical reputation as a home to yurei, ghosts of the dead in Japanese mythology, at least since the 1960s. Aokigahara has become associated with suicide, eventually becoming known in English by the nickname the Suicide Forest and gaining a reputation as one of the world's most used suicide sites. Because of this, signs at the head of some trails urge suicidal visitors to think of their families and contact a suicide prevention association. I'm going to stop with that. And the reason I'm going to stop with that is because I want to say, if anybody you know, or if you or anybody you know is going through some mental stress or situations like that, or mental health issues, and has been or is contemplating suicide, please reach out to any number of those helplines that are available all across America, all across the globe. Every single country has it. So let me actually see if I can find one. So just to post here, National Suicide Helpline. Hang on one second. So 800 273 800 273. Hang on, you guys, because I want to post this. 8255 800 273 8255. Okay, so this is a national suicide prevention hotline. Okay, I'm just going to post it there. So so I'm going to say that if anybody is having these tendencies or issues, please contact any number of these hotlines that are available. Instantly you will get the support, you'll get the emotional support, and please do understand that you are loved, you are appreciated. You may not feel so at times, right? But please know that there is somebody in this universe who truly cares for you, who truly appreciates you and truly loves you. There are moments, I agree, in life where we forget to show our affections, our love to our loved ones, right? So we may question it and doubt it, but don't ever doubt the fact that you are unique, you are appreciated, and you are loved. Please know that, okay? I just want to get that out. So I'm not going to, who's this? Cindy Sue Sandra says, hello. Hello, Alia. Then, Stamila, hello. So, okay. So, yes. So, okay. We have a, okay. Okay. All right. Hi, Paula. So let's talk. Oh, before I go any further, because that can get a little depressing. I don't know whether I mentioned it in one of my lives. I was talking about how I had one of these, and I misplaced it and I couldn't find it. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, somebody sent me this in the mail. Till today, I don't know who it is. I have no idea who sent me this candle snuffer. I do want to say one more time, thank you so very much. There was no from so-and-so, nothing. So I don't even know who. I didn't get an email from anybody saying, hey, Kitana, did you get my little gift? Nothing like that. So I want to say thank you for this one more time. And surprise, surprise, y'all. Was it a couple of days ago, whatever? Anyway, this individual requested that I don't mention the name, but y'all, thank you so very much. I do appreciate you. You know who you are. Thank you for this beautiful gift. You didn't have to, and you know that, and it was so unexpected. And your little note, I still have it in my drawer over here. It's so sweet and so endearing. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. Look, y'all, I got this beautiful mirror. Wait. Oh, God. Okay, you can't, because of now you can see my camera and the ring light and that picture. Okay, so this is the tail of the mermaid, this beautiful thing. And let me show you this. Look at the back of it. It has got some weight to it. It is beautiful. I absolutely love it. And it's right by here. and my little drawer. So thank you so very much. I want to say thank you again. I so appreciate it. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sandra. My pleasure. My pleasure. Janet Acker. Okay, I don't know. All right. And I do appreciate Texas Patriots. She really knows how to keep everybody, the live stream organized so we don't, Kylo, hi, so we don't get off track. All right. So that was a little bit about the Aokigahara forest, right? So subsequently, I did watch a couple of videos way back when, y'all. I couldn't tell you. Oh my God, do you all hear that? He is so obnoxious. So it was very, 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 very sad. And so there were some YouTubers way back when who had posted videos where they had taken trips to Aokigahara and rude people. They had posted unedited version of their video onto YouTube where you could actually see people, dead people, like hung from the tree or sitting there just passed, or human remains that have deteriorated. Like you could actually see, and there was such an outpouring of outrage over the fact that this YouTuber did not show respect. And I think that YouTube channel was ultimately shut down or not. I don't know. You'll have to go research, but I would recommend you don't see it, because if somebody is being so disrespectful and cannot show even a little bit of respect for somebody who has passed by showing that on YouTube for the sake of drama and salaciousness, if you will, I wouldn't go watch that video again. I wouldn't, because every click they get money out of it. I'm not going to do it. Look, I understand you want to show that, but you could have at least blurred it out, no, out of respect for the people who have passed. Like, at least blurred it out, man. Come on, right? I understand you're a YouTube creator, you want to make those things, but at least blur it out, yo. I mean, come on, that broke my heart, y'all. That really, I was so, so sad. And that was one of the very, very few times where I actually left a comment. And I did say exactly what I said. Now, I can understand you're doing it for your likes or money or whatever the heck it is, but the least you could have done to show respect for the dead is at least blurred out those bodies. Like, you could see people hanging, you could see people leaning against a tree, and they were dead. After about a couple of minutes, I couldn't. I was like, no, I'm not watching this. And I left my message and I got out of there. I never watched another video from that YouTube channel, and I never will. Then much later, there was another young man. I couldn't tell you the name of this guy's channel. He was so respectful. This dude, hats off to him. And he individually, he went on these trails, and he went and recorded, and he was able to, see a lot of people either hanging or already different states of decomposition, or skeletal remains, or evidence of what they used to commit suicide. It was very graphic. It was like 3 or 4 part series. And he also was very, very respectful enough to kind of blur everything out and not show all of that. And they were a couple that, this broke my heart. There was one lady who he saw walking ahead, and he tried to call out to her and to say, hey, how are you? She wouldn't even turn and look at him. And you could clearly tell that she was Japanese. By the height and the way they were dressed and all that stuff, but you couldn't clearly make out the facial features. It was definitely not a setup. You could tell it. And he kind of followed a little, and then immediately they are strategically placed helpline numbers where you can call for help in different languages. So he called the forest department or whoever and said, hey, I think this person is I'm a bit concerned. Can somebody please come here so that we can follow this person? After a certain point, because he was recording as he was talking, his cell phone connection cut, and then he couldn't go any further because the terrain started becoming so dangerous. And so when he first started, when he saw her, she had an umbrella and then in a bag, and then she dropped the umbrella, she dropped the bag. So that to me tells me that she was like, I just don't need this anymore. And she kept going further and further inside, and the terrain gets really tricky over there. And then we never saw anything after that, which is so sad. And it was very heartbreaking because, you don't know what they're going through in their head. You don't know what their situation is, what it is in their life, that sort of a stuff. So it's so sad, and it kind of made me literally want to reach out and literally grab her and say, no, no way, you're not going there, lady. You come with me. We are going this side. But, what are you going to do? So I thought about that, and I said, you know what, let's do this. And also in a weird sort of way, I think I want to also kind of, I don't know if it is appropriate to say dedicate this, but I don't know how to say it, y'all, because I want to be correct and I don't want people to think that I'm encouraging a certain act. I want to bring attention to the fact that mental health is a real thing, okay? That mental health is a really, really big issue. And unfortunately, it doesn't get enough attention. It doesn't, the health industry, the insurance industry, even workplace scenario, they don't give mental health enough, it doesn't get its due. They kind of, oh, you're just stressed, get over it. Oh, you're being high drama, get over it. Oh, she's a drama queen. Oh, no, he's a drama queen, let him get over it. Oh, this, oh, that. No, mental health is a serious thing, y'all. It is serious. How many times have we heard cases where, the parents will say everything was fine, and even the friends and family would say, great upbringing, he or the child had everything he or she wanted, and the next thing you read on the news, a 10-year-old child committed suicide, or a 13-year-old child committed suicide. How in God's world can a 10-year-old child commit suicide? Or we've also heard cases where an 80-year-old man has committed suicide. Like, what would drive an 80-year-old man to commit suicide, right? So, of course, we don't know the individual stories. We don't know the circumstances. We don't know. So let's try in our own little way to bring attention to mental health, and, and not laugh it off and say, oh, well, that's not my problem. Yeah, it is. Because if it is happening all around you, then as a collective, we can do something to help lessen that stress level, or by just showing some compassion and just saying, hey man, how's it going? And just say a kind word. That's all. Sometimes that's all they want. They feel like they are not being seen. They feel like they're invisible, and nobody sees them. So just acknowledging that, and so that sort of a thing. I don't know how to say it, y'all, because I was thinking the other day, when I was a couple of months ago, when I was coming back from Dallas from somewhere, and I was driving and I got stuck on the freeway, and I was thinking, I wonder how many people in the cars are struggling with mental health issues. How many people are going through a divorce? How many people just lost their jobs? How many people just got diagnosed with a terminal illness? And how many people have suffered a setback? Like, how many people are driving on the freeway with a gun in their hand, just waiting for something, and things can go off? Like, it's scary as heck, right? I mean, there are a lot of cases where we've heard that people were diagnosed with terminal illness and they were just not prepared to go through that, and then they ended up taking their own lives, only later on to find out that they could have had a fairly decent life for another 10 years at least, right? So it's very sad, it's very devastating, and I'm going to stop talking, or I'm going to start crying, because it is very sad, it is very depressing, right? So, hey Sherilyn, good to see you. Afrohuman, hey girl. Something about tainted. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that, tainted meat. Oh wow, that is so terrible. Yeah. Oh, Paula, oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, we don't pay attention to it, Pauline. Yeah, I agree, Pauline. So so can we all just take like 20 seconds, right, as a collective here, and just shut our eyes and just pray for strength for these people who are struggling, okay? If you care to join me, that is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's serious, y'all. We really need to pay attention to this. Um, I can say getting the help I needed afterwards was the best decision I made in my life. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on with this. Okay, so I just, it's a difficult subject. Like, how do you get do a tarot reading for a whole area of land that has got so much strife attached to it? And it's very, very unfortunate, because when you look at the Aokigahara forest and you look at some of the photographs, oh my God, it is so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, and then to see that there is so much sadness in that beautiful place, you wonder why, right? The fact that people are willing to go there, they park their cars, okay, and they carry their little kit, whatever, and they go there and then only never to come back. So let's take a look and see what that is all about. I'm going to pull a couple of other decks that let me see, I don't know if I want to. I'm gonna just quickly see that. Maybe. I don't know if I want to use this deck. No, I'm not going to use this deck. Oh, one thing I wanted to ask you folks was, please let me know in your comment section if y'all want me to do, when I do the classes on that same day, if y'all would like for me to do like a review of a particular deck of cards, right? Let me know. I mean, of course, I will make a note of it, and if I don't already own the deck, I'll go purchase it, and if I have to purchase it, it may take a couple of days, but I would be more than happy to do reviews for you guys. So unless, of course, the deck is going to cost $100 a pop, then I'll be like, I don't know. So I can honestly say I don't think I've ever returned a deck per se. I just keep them. So if it's $100 a deck and I don't like it, I'm stuck with something that I'm never going to use. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get a kind of a energy for Aokigahara. Y'all, I don't know. Should I be... What happened here? Okay, thank you. And the forest officials also state that, sometimes they don't even have the people who go there and who pass, they purposefully get rid of their identity cards or their wallets or any identifying things, so people don't even recognize. I mean, they won't even know. But on the cases where they do find that, they intimate the family members. And the forest official says that some areas they are unable to even get to those spots because these people are so determined. They just go and they can see from a distance, but they can't, like, when they do the aerial whatever, and the seasons change, they can see human remains, but they can't get to it even. But other times I was told that every 3 months they kind of go and then do a sweep and collect all the remains, and they have a spot where they can inter all of that or something like that they do. So very unfortunate. It's beautiful. It is such a beautiful place though. My God, the pictures, it's so beautiful. We have Jupiter. Sagittarius. Isn't that odd? Virgo and Leo. Oh wow, there's a lot of fire and a fire energy over here. I'm going to put one more. Taurus. So it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's take a look at this, right? This card. So when we look at this and we see that we have the energies of Jupiter, let me show you. Jupiter, Sagittarius, okay, Virgo and Leo, and then we have Taurus. So Jupiter, as we all know, is expansion. Okay, Jupiter also rules Sagittarius, and right next to Jupiter we have Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the philosopher of the zodiac. So there's always this great need for a Sagittarian to always think about the philosophical aspects of life. What is the meaning of life? Is there life after death? What is death? What happens? What is the process? Where does the soul go? How does it happen? Why? When? Where? And believe it or not, as much as Sagittarius is a sign of exploration, adventure, athleticism, having an open mind, fiery, fierce energy, Sagittarius is in a weird way also very, very deeply interested in the process of death. Now, let me explain that. If any of y'all personally know a Sagittarian, a full-on Sagittarian, if you ask them to explain what death is, you will be blown away by their opinion, their understanding, and their observation of death. Here is another thing. For the most part, a lot of Sagittarians are able to process death and dying and can handle it way better than some of the other signs, even though it may be a very closed one, a loved one, or even though it may be themselves. Now, I can tell you this from my experience. I am one of those people who process death and dying in a very, very different way. I have had, both my parents have passed, right? I have had, family and friends and relatives pass. I am not the kind of a person who has ever cried. I don't. For some time, I've had some other family members say, oh my God, look at her grandma died and she isn't even crying, or her grandpa died and she isn't even crying, even though I was very close to my grandpa and that sort of a stuff. So my answer was, no, I am not crying visually, but I'm having conversations in my mind with them. Like I will just, you could see me, and actually when my mom passed, I got this long telephone call from my aunt. Oh my God. And she told me, she said, we could tell that you had just shut down, like you were going through the motions of meeting everybody and saying thank you for coming, accepting their condolences and the process of the funeral, but we could tell that here you were somewhere far away. And she said, even when I caught glimpses of, I caught you looking at your mom, it was almost like you were having a conversation in your mind. And she said there were a couple of times where you actually smiled when you looked at your mom. And I was blown away because I didn't realize I was being observed. And I don't think she set out and she meant to observe me. It just so happened. I'm an only child, so clearly, and they were all like really concerned about me as to how badly I was going to take it and that sort of stuff. So in hindsight, yeah, I was having these long drawn conversations with my mom. I was like having a conversation with her and she's right there. She's passed and she's right there. So the way I look at death, the way I look at dying and the process of dying and etc., I look at it from a very different perspective. And I've had a lot of conversations with my kids too. And they're like, because they were really shattered when my parents died. I mean, they were really shattered. So I talk to them a lot and we've had a lot of conversations and I've explained to them, and I say, in fact, a few months ago, I told my son, I said, son, do you realize every one of us as human beings, we begin to die from the day we are born. Literally, we do. And he looked at me and he goes, "What is wrong with you, Mom?" I said, "How can you say such a thing?" I said, "Just think about it for a second. Just think about it for a second. It is a process, right?" So if you look at it from a different perspective, if you look at it from the perspective that, yes, it is an eventuality, and, we know it's a coming, we just don't know when. So then our attitude towards enjoying and living each day to the best of our ability changes. Now, in an ideal world, they say live like you're dying tomorrow, whatever that famous movie dialogue was. It's all fine and dandy when you get caught in the struggles of daily life. We forget about all that. All that's gone out of the window. But what I'm trying to say is that's the Sagittarius way of looking at things. So I can quite understand that why the Sagittarius and the Jupiter card has popped out for Aokigahara. Because it is a place where people go to contemplate their life, the meaning of their life or lack thereof, and take the next step to go on to the next realm, if you will, right? Or next dimension. Then it's funny we have Virgo. Well, I shouldn't say funny in that way, like haha funny. Well, I'm not surprised it's Virgo, because Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn are earth signs. Okay, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and it's an earth sign. So we have Virgo. Again, no paper. Yeah, I should have paper here somewhere. So let's just, now we're getting into a whole nother level of whatever. So if you take multi-levels, right? So if you look at earth signs, right, can you see it? Capricorn is the absolute bottom of the earth sign. What I mean by bottom is not in a derogatory way. Capricorn is the foundation of the earth sign. Then you have Taurus, and then you have Virgo. In other words, Virgo is the younger version of the earth sign. Taurus is the middle-aged version of the earth sign, and Capricorn is the older, more mature version of the earth sign. So let's look at it that way, okay? So when we think about Virgo, what do you mean, Kirtana? How does this relate to any of this? What do you mean by like saying younger sign or whatever? Every sign, it has its level of intensity within its among its sister signs, right? So Virgo is the top part. So Virgo is the lighter of the earth signs, right? Having said that, Virgo is very mercurial, because the top part, think about it, a younger child is more like easy to, do that kind of a thing, mercurial, right? Look at this, look at that, squirrel, that side. As you mature, you become a little bit more focused. As you mature even further, you become even more focused. So that's what I'm trying to say. But when you look at it in the different layers, Virgo is the absolute top part of the earth sign, which could also mean the aerial part, almost the top part. So when you look at the aerial forest view and you look at Aokigahara, it is so, so beautiful. Now, having said that, Virgo is very exacting. Very exacting. Virgo is very nitpicky. Virgo is very anal. Virgo is it has to be this way and it has to be this way only, right? Aokigahara forest is like that. When you look at the pictures of Aokigahara forest, seasonal pictures, if you feel, it's very exact. It's almost like, how shall I say? I don't know how to explain it. It's very like, yes, this is how winter should look. Yes, this is how spring should look. This is how the rainy season should look. This is how the summer should. It's almost like this is how it should look anywhere in the world. A forest like that, this is how it should look through the seasons. So it's very exact. It's exactly as one. You could take that picture lifted from Aokigahara and put it anywhere in the world and it'll still fit right in. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Am I confusing y'all? my penmanship girl who said that, Kylo. So with the Virgo aspect and with it being very mercurial, and we also know Mercury is very poisonous, right? So you can very much understand that when people go there with the sole intention to commit suicide or end their tragic lives, it's almost taking that final breath of air, knowing very well that that's it, and that's the end of it. So there is no coming back from that. When you talk about intense mercury poisoning, there's no coming back from that. So it's almost like a very definitive intent and intention, and very definitive and intensious action that one takes when they go there. There is no turning back. Okay? Then we look at Leo. Now, Leo, as we all know, talks about, the heart, right? Talks about the strength, talks about having that pride, talks about having that boldness, that the ability to take that bold step, the ability to make that final decision and not afraid to go forth. So think about that when it comes to the Aokigahara. When these people go there, they have that one-track mind, right? So they have, as much as they think that their life has no meaning and it is sad and there's no turning away from it, no going back, they still show that drive and that strength of character to take that last step. You understand what I'm saying? They still have the nerve, the drive, the strength of character, the determination, the mindset to go forth with that particular action. Aokigahara is very supportive in its energy to such actions. There is something about that earth there that does support this action. It feeds into itself. It's like constantly pouring fuel and gasoline on that particular emotion. The energy in that area is such. Then we have Taurus. Like as I said, the Taurus is the middle-aged aspect of the earth signs. So with Virgo and Taurus, it's connected to the earth, right? Terra firma. So therein lies the fact that Aokigahara, the terrain, is very tricky. I'm not talking about the aerial part. The aerial part is Virgo, lot of trees, very tall trees. The terrain, what we walk on, is very, very tricky because of the lava flow over there. You'll be walking and suddenly you drop, and there's no coming out of that because it's a deep drop. And you could just be walking and crack your ankle. It's very, very tricky. That's why they have those markers everywhere to say very dangerous, turn back, don't go, and they have those chains and all that stuff put. But with the Taurus there, it clearly symbolizes the great need to go back to the earth. It's almost like the earth saying, I am hungry, I need more, and the earth is appropriately fed. It sounds very macabre, but that's how I am seeing it. That is what is being shown to me. The energy on Aokigahara is not something that is going to change. It will not change. That Aokigahara forest is going to remain that way forever. It won't. But I will tell you, either on purpose or by accident, there is going to be a brief period of time where that whole forest area is going to be ablaze. That's the only way that's going to be destroyed. I didn't even look at the comments. I'm sure you people are like, oh my God, Janet Ackerlund, hi. You're 56 years old tomorrow. Hey, Janet, happy birthday. Elena Online says hi. Carriage House just joining for the evening. Hey, I'm Mr. Jojo Dancer. Hello. Kathleen Cheney. Hello. I missed, I'm sure, a lot. Are y'all keeping up with me? Am I boring y'all to bits, y'all? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's get on with this. Let me see. Let me actually. Where'd you go, buddy? It's a very, very interesting area. And Aokigahara is not the only place in the universe that is like that. Albeit it is quite popular because of the exposure it's got. There are a lot of places in the universe like that, y'all. A lot of places. Phoenix rising, yeah. Are all of them suicide victims, or were some of the bodies dumped there? As I know, it's where people go to commit suicide, I'm told. So I don't know about bodies being dumped there, but whatever I have seen is people who go there with the sole intention of ending their lives. Very, very unfortunate. It is very macabre, but it is just. Unibug says a friend is in need. A friend in need is a friend indeed. But can we talk tomorrow? I am missing Kirtana. I can finally listen. Oh my God, Unibug. When those close to me have died, I feel like anxiety. For the most part, it has a slightly lesser crime rate than the rest of the universe. However, there are some really macabre people who've come out of Japan. Elizabeth, yeah, it's a very, very interesting. If today, like now as an adult, if I ever get the opportunity to go visit Aokigahara, I would love to. I'd go there in a heartbeat. Now, will I have the nerve to go into all those areas that are cordoned off? I wouldn't, because that's being irresponsible. I wouldn't do that. But I would love to go there and get a reading, or even do a energy read over there. Oh my God, I'd probably be bombarded. But Kirtana, you answered my question. How can the energy change by fire? Thank you. So that's a good question. When we talk about water, when something is flooded, right? As we all know, water is more essential to life form than food, right? So when water floods a particular area, the core of it, the moisture still remains in the earth. Granted, it's got oversaturated, but when it drains out, there's still moisture there, and therefore life forms are easier to sprout. So green things can come out even faster, right? And you see everything turning green soon enough. But when fire, this is the power of fire, when fire burns through and it is destroyed, it takes a lot longer for regeneration to happen as opposed to when the same bit of land was destroyed by excessive water. Fire cleanses in its entirety. So when it completely cleanses, or in this case destroys everything, that brings it to a state of void where now it has to go through the cycle of re-energizing and starting from zero again. So it's almost like a resetting of the coordinate, resetting of the power cords, resetting of the energy fields. So when fire runs through it and it destroys everything, it's a cleansing and complete removal of whatever it is that has saturated that place. So when we talk about fire damage as opposed to water damage, even in a building, I think a lot of people will say fire damage is, I'm not an expert, a lot of people will say, just my opinion, that fire damage is more devastating than flooding or water damage to a property or a home. I'm just saying so. Thank you, Texas Patriot. Well, I don't know. If it erupts and everything kind of washes everything out, because this is on the close proximity to Mount Fuji. So if it comes all the way down, yeah, fire destroys everything. This is what I'm thinking. I mean, Paula Webb is asking me a redundant question here. Paula, what is a proximity? If Mount Fuji erupts, Is there a guarantee that the lava or whatever is going to flow all the way down there? I don't know. I can't predict that, right? Judgment, justice, very understandable. The High Priestess. So let's take a look at this. So we have Judgment, right? Judgment is a Pluto card, right? So when you think about Pluto and Judgment, they go to this Aokigahara forest because they feel that they are being judged in a certain way and they are unable to keep up or live up to that high expectation or the standard. They are unable to appease whoever the powers may be. That is what drives them to this forest. Then we have 8, Justice, right? Now 8 in the traditional tarot is the Strength card, but here 8 is Libra, Justice. Did I show you all the cards? Right? So they feel when they go there and they do take this particular action and the action is ending their life, that they are justified, almost like freeing their soul, almost like relieving their families of the dishonor, the disrespect, the stress, the tension of having to deal with them. And also in that culture, now again, I'm not Japanese, and so I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who would say, Kirtana, you're wrong, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. Again, this is my observation. They're a very, honor is a big thing for them, you know. I could say they're a very honorable people. It's like there is a high level of high expectations in terms of one's honor, one's truthfulness, morale, that sort of a thing. So these people go to this Aokigahara to feel, because they feel they're being judged. Now, when Pluto talks about regeneration. Pluto talks about, you know, it's a Scorpio, ruler of the Scorpio with Mars. It talks about regeneration, Phoenix rising out of the ashes. But Pluto also means forgive and forget. So they are finding it very difficult to forgive and forget. And when they gravitate, I think proximity, accessibility to Aokigahara is also a big factor by people who live around in that area. And the fact that they've shown that when they go missing into Aokigahara, it takes many days, if at all, to find the deceased. It depends on how deep into the woods you go. So, and they are saying some people purposefully go into the woods with camps and enough food to last them a day or whatever. And when they run out, they run out. That's it. So they keep going further and further and further and further in. So with the Justice card, they feel that taking this one last action, they are justified, right? And then you have 2, which is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is ruled by the moon. Clearly, it talks about quietness. Clearly, it talks about hiding something. Clearly, it talks about something is hidden. Absolutely, because these people, they don't want to be found. They just do not want to be found because they're like, we're good. We don't want to be found. We don't want to come back into the fold of life per se. And with the moon card, we have to say very intense emotions, right? An overwhelming amount of emotions. I feel there is a lot more to Aokigahara. If only I could delve into the history and culture and the books that may have been written about that region, going back all the way back to centuries. This has got a lot more ties to the past than it does now. I believe so. That's my humble opinion. I missed a lot of comments. Yes, copyright disclaimer. Thank you. Disclaimer. Thank you, Texas Patriot. Yeah, it is very creepy. Pandas Box. Okay, I didn't know we had somebody called Pandas Box visiting, but hello and welcome. Capri says, my Gigi came from Japan. If you are an anime junkie, you will see it as well. Yes, education expectations are very high. Yeah. Yeah, very, very true. What? Wait, Persephone, don't post it. I designed a beautiful. What? Janet Ackerland says, do they have an understanding for people with ADHD and psychic bad health? And so in Japan, all people are not made for the hard work. That's true. That is true. So I'm not sure samurai suicide was big for dishonor, but yeah, that's what because they didn't want, because they failed. That's why the samurais committed suicide, right? Because they failed, and that was a big dishonor, so they would kill themselves. All right, let's not get sidetracked into all that different things. I want to maintain focus. Capri Relevier. Thank you for joining us. Jojo Dancer, is it true that they... Yeah, they would, because they felt that they were a burden on their family or the society, so they would commit suicide. Yeah, it's very sad. Y'all be very careful when y'all are posting your Facebook pages and all that stuff over here, because I want this to be a safe environment. I don't want some creepo watching and then hounding y'all and harassing y'all on Facebook. So just make sure, y'all are all adults, make sure you protect your identities the best you can. I'm not saying our real family would do anything like that, but I don't know who's watching but not participating in the live stream, in the chats, right? I guarantee there are more people watching, they're just not participating in the chats. Well, I don't have the nerve to get tattoos, y'all. I just don't. I talk big, yeah, I want to get a tattoo, but I can't. So we have restoration of life, and then we have criticism, and I'll show you these cards in a bit. And then we have light of understanding, ambition, right? And then we have traitors and conspiracy. Okay. So when we talk about restoration of life, let me show you these cards really, really brief. Y'all won't understand. This is a different level of cards, y'all. It has a dark and the light side in this. Okay, I'm not going to show it any longer than that because I just don't want to. And please don't ask me these cards because this is a completely different level of cards. So we have restoration of Mayel, restoration of life, and then we have light of understanding and traitors and conspiracy. Now, restoration of life. So when they go into the Aokigahara forest and then they do commit suicide, they believe that the fact that they are ending their so-called, I should be very careful. I can't use certain words because I don't want people getting upset and it won't sound good even. Because they're ashamed of their lives, ashamed of the fact that somehow for some reason they are just not fulfilling or satisfying everybody. They feel by going there and doing what they do, the last act of sacrificing their lives, that they are able to salvage whatever little bit their soul can salvage of the right, the goodness, the whatever few brownie points. I hate to say those words. I can't find any other words, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to in any way diminish the seriousness of this. That whatever few little dregs of good that their soul will be able to move on with those few points of good in them. Because the universe will say, you gave up your life because you wanted so and so not to experience, or your existence not to cause them any disheartening, and so therefore you did the ultimate sacrifice, and so yes, now you can evolve. That is their mindset. So light of understanding. The sad part of this is a lot of the family members don't necessarily understand why they did what they did. But having said that, culturally they may say, yes, it's acceptable, which is really sad. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, don't come at me. I'm not saying that the Japanese people have no heart, no soul. That's not what I'm saying. But when you look at their cultural way, the way their culture thinks and works and stuff, honor is everything for them. So if you dishonor the family, then you don't need to be a part of the family. That's how they think. Correct? And then we have traitors and conspiracy. So when we look at traitors and conspiracy, how does it affect the Aokigahara forest? There is a lot of conspiracy theories. Even if you go and research it, you will know that people say, like somebody else asked here, is it a dumping ground for murder victims? There's a lot of conspiracy theory. They say, oh, the government is doing something over there, and the waves and the area waves and this and that and all that. There's a lot of that going on. Let me assure you, Aokigahara forest, that particular national forest, that area has got some of the most strongest energies that I know of on terra firma. If only I could go and lay my hands on those books. If anybody can research back into the history of Japan, there is a lot tied into that particular piece of land. It's like a debt that was owed and it never got paid. And this is one way of repaying that debt or collecting the debt. I don't know how else to say it. I'm sure a lot of people will be like, oh, this chick is completely cuckoo, she's lost her mind. But hey, this is what I'm saying, take it or leave it. It doesn't mean that I've lost my mind. Yeah, death by overwork. I saw a video of that recently. It talks about the Koreans, right? Korea or Taiwan, death by overwork. 26-year-old kid dying of a heart attack because he works 72 hours a week or something like that. Pamela Strutman says, hi. Okay. We're talking tattoos now? Okay. All right, whatever makes y'all happy. Okay. Do any of y'all have any specific questions before I move on? Oh, yeah. I forgot to talk about that Texas Patriot. Thank you. Okay. Yes, this is a good time to announce it. Okay. Let me announce it, okay? Thank you, Texas Patriot, for reminding me of that. I did say I will announce it and I forgot about it. So, Inabag, was it Inabag? Yeah, Inabag suggested that I do a freestyle Friday once a month. And my understanding of Freestyle Friday is I will do it on Zoom, okay? I will do it on invitation only for invitation or by invite only. And I won't send out the invitations until the evening before the Zoom. And Freestyle Friday is where we can just come on board. I won't do a reading. I won't even talk about tarot cards, no personal questions, nothing like that. It's seriously going to be just exchanging ideas, just talking about stuff that you feel comfortable enough to talk about here and with the real family, and just discuss. You can talk about yourself and, whatever. As long as, we have a good understanding of the protocol, right? The etiquette of Zoom. And of course, when I send out the invitation with the Zoom link, I will have a little bit of by joining this Zoom, you agree to abide by the rules and regulations, etc. And why I'm doing that, just so you know, it's not going to be some major weird stuff where you're basically signing your life away type of thing. It's going to be an understanding and accepting of certain protocols that we will set for the Zoom. And I'm doing that for your own protection, because we are going to be able to see each other's faces and stuff. So again, what is the etiquette? Like, let's not hog the limelight and be the only one who's always asking questions. Give everybody a chance to talk, and be careful about how much personal information you want to divulge there, because it's going to be a group of people that we know, but then again, we're adults, be cognizant of those things. I just want everybody to feel safe. So Freestyle Fridays, and Texas Patriot, I think I had decided, right, it's going to be the last Friday of every month. Okay, we will do the Zoom. So my next question, and here is where you guys need to figure out is, or know is, then this, like, remember every Friday I do my live. So the last Friday I won't do a live. I will do a Fright Night Friday. It's not going to be live. I'll just do a video and post it. So you can go back and watch it anytime. But 7 to 9 or 7 to 10 p.m. we'll be doing the Freestyle Friday Zoom. Do you get what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up if you guys understand what I'm saying. Please. Because I want everybody to be able to participate. Sabrina, hey, Vanderford. First time I'm seeing your name, honey. Welcome to the real family. Do y'all get it, guys? Gypsy Girl says, yes, cool. I didn't get a thumbs up from anybody else. I don't know. Did I miss something? How do we get a Zoom invite? I'll get into that, Kylo. Hang on one second. Yeah, Zoom recordings I'm not going to post on the YouTube channel. That's private, because I don't want crazies to, you're going to be showing your face and all that stuff. No, I don't want some ding-dong to do anything crazy. It's very, very easy. Zoom, I will go into the details. Thank you, Texas Patriot, for bringing that up. So I have paid for a Zoom account. Like, I have paid. So I am the person who's hosting. Hence, I will send out an invite to you. So you as a guest do not have to pay anything to Zoom. You don't even have to have an account on Zoom. If you already have an account, that's on you. But to accept my invitation and come and join me, you don't even have to have an account, and you don't have to pay a penny to anybody. Okay, I send you the Zoom invite via email. You just click that link and you will join. Okay, so the next question is, how, like Texas Patriot said, I want to reiterate that Zoom Freestyle Fridays that we're going to do on the last Friday of every month, starting at 7 p.m. So that Friday when I do the Freestyle Zoom, I won't do a live stream of Fright Night Fridays. Fright Night Friday will become a video. Do you get it? Okay. So let's figure that out right now, because maybe, give me 1 second. Let me get my calendar up. We'll get back to the Aokigahara. So today's January 28th. So let's say February 25th, okay, is when I'm going to mark it here. Feb 25th is going to be Freestyle Friday Zoom, okay, at 7 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to have the regular live stream on the 4th, on the 11th, on the 18th, and on the 25th, instead of having live Fright Night Fridays, I'm going to make a video for that, and then we'll have the Zoom Freestyle Friday at 7 p.m. Okay, so as we get closer, right, please do not send me an email now asking to be put on the invite list. I won't consider it. Please don't do that now. I will open accepting emails, say on the Wednesday before Tuesday or Wednesday. So 22nd and 23rd is when I will start accepting your request to be invited. Please do not send me your email requests now. on the 22nd, which is a Tuesday, and 23rd, which is a Wednesday, send me an email with Freestyle Friday Zoom invite in the message box or the subject box, and please let me know what your username is when you join this. You know how you have, hey Araceli, and then who was the other one? My Manx 100, hello y'all. Janet, hello. So you know how y'all have your usernames, like, I don't know, Texas Patriot, Yinabug, Live Free, hey girl, Living Free, hello, So your usernames here, please mention your usernames, like whatever your email is, please add me to the invite list and my username is. So that way I'll know who is the username. I want to know. If I don't see the username, I won't send out an invitation. I won't. I'm just, because okay. I'll be sure to pluck my... Araceli, you're so funny. Look at my eyebrows. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. I about fed up. So, you know how I get so particular about my eyebrows. I used to have really thick eyebrows, of course, getting younger, so they're kind of fading. And they kind of decide to fall off, and the other one decides to, all kinds of weird things. And I remembered I had eyebrow styling, eyebrow mascara, what do you call it? Eyebrow gel, holding gel, whatever. For the longest time, I never used to do that. I would just spray a little bit of hairspray, y'all, believe it or not. Or I had a baby toothbrush and hairspray on that baby toothbrush. I still have the baby toothbrush, and I would just comb it and it would stay. Of course, it would be crunchy, but hey, nobody knew, and it wasn't white and crusty and all that. So I remember I had I couldn't even tell you what brand of that eyebrow gel, and of course I must have thrown it away because I never used it. And so now I was thinking maybe I should look at it, and I bought one from NYX, $4 or $5 or something like that. And I experimented with it. I actually put on the eyebrow gel and I went to bed, and when I woke up in the morning, my eyebrows were just like that. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I finally found it. Yeah, so I'm probably going to get 5 or 6 uses out of it, because I'll be like, I couldn't be bothered with this. Okay. Susie Q says she needs to get her roots done. You guys are so funny. Look at the way I'm dressed. I'm so casually dressed. Look, yeah, we want to be presentable, but hey, it's not a catwalk. If you use your real name for the email, you can change it to your username. Well, that's on everybody. They got to figure it out. Yeah, I have to have your username in the email. Whatever your email may be, like, I don't know, like YouTube at youtube.com or whatever, but mention in the subject matter request was Freestyle Friday Zoom invite, and then your username, please. Okay, then I'll send out your invites, and then y'all can think. Remember, y'all, you are not going to pay. There is no subscription. You don't need to pay Zoom. You are not going to pay anything to me. It's just an invitation, and just talk. Thank you, Yinabak, for suggesting that. That was a brilliant idea. Araceli, she's so cool. Yeah, use your old mascara brush. That's a good idea too. Oh my God. Let's not complicate things, y'all, for everybody, Yinabak, because not everybody is that tech savvy. So living free today is the best day ever. Thank you. Every day is the best day ever, right? All right. So let's get on. Any questions regarding Aokigahara, y'all, before I proceed any further? Let me know. Any questions? All right. Now, I'm going to now look at what is the Japanese government thinking of this, because it's almost like, what is the government doing with regards to this, right? What am I even? Clear mascara. Yeah, clear. That's basically what it is. They put it in some other, brand it as something else, and they give it, right? But y'all, Susie, let me tell you, just hairspray. You get that one small travel hairspray that lasts you 3 years, and just spray it on my little baby toothbrush, and then I would just brush it. That's how I used to do. Hi, Mrs. Matthews. How are you? Would you consider creating a Discord for our group? It's a chat room for members. I can do that. I can do that. Let me see. I will do that. Thank you, Sherlyn. So, oh, really? Microblading thing. Okay, Sherlyn Sharpner, thank you for this suggestion. Okay, here's another thing I wanted to do. I had a Facebook page for the Real Tarot and it got so messy because I made the mistake of creating a page, additional page for business per se as the Real Tarot. And then I started accepting friend invitations. That was the stupidest thing to do because these people, they want to be friends and they come there and they're using my Facebook page to peddle their wares. And I'm like, you got to stop your bull crap. This is specifically made for tarot and for all these criminal cases, and here you're trying to peddle your wares. So I just got tired of it and I just shut down the whole Facebook page. So now that's the next thing that's in the works. I'm going to have a Facebook page with, it's like a closed group Facebook page. So you have to, if anybody wants to be a part of that Facebook page, they have to send me a request. I will evaluate, I will decide, and only then let you in. And if you're not a member, you cannot access the Facebook page. So I'm working on that too. And this chat option, I will definitely do that, where all of y'all can just go and chat and do whatever. So I just want to make sure from a legal perspective, you know, what would the ramifications be for me, God forbid, if something were to go wrong. And let's be honest, y'all, I have to protect my behind, right? So I just need to check into that, and it's a great suggestion. I will definitely do that. Oh, did Yenabug suggest? Whoever suggested, thank you so much. It does go way back to the history. It's tied to the earth, Joan. I mean, Rochelle Martinez says hi. Hi, Rochelle. Okay, I'm going to look and see about the royal family. Like, you know, they do have a monarchy. First look at that, and then let's look at the government, what the government is doing. And I have 2 decks of these so I can see. So this one is going to be for the royal family. I need to know. Whoa. I'm talking about the royal family first. Their hands are tied. Absolutely hit rock bottom with regards to this. They don't know what to make of it, right? They feel like there's nothing they can do. This is the energy of the royal family with regards to Aokigahara. Okay? Very interesting, and we'll read it. Hi, Crystal Pink. I haven't forgotten you. Kylo says bye. She's going to watch a movie. Bye, Kylo. Enjoy your movie. Which one are you going to? My Manx Hunters says land can hold a lot of negative energy. Yeah. I'm going to do that. The Facebook group, yes. And the King of Cups. Well, what do you know? What do you know? Hey girl and Bernie, Scout Inquirer, thank you. He's laying down right here. Hello, I'm glad you were able to join us. Okay, so this is for the royal family. We have the 8 of, this is the energy around them with regards to the Aokigahara forest, okay? 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, the Tower card, King of Cups, and Ace of Cups. With the Ace of Swords, I feel like they are definitely feeling restricted. They definitely feel like their hands are tied behind their back. And they definitely... Persephone, yeah, we did talk. I mean, Texas Patriot did tell me that's something I'm going to have to think about, girl. I'm going to have to... I will, absolutely. Okay, I'll get to that. So... they definitely feel like that they are restricted, their hands are tied behind the back, that they cannot do anything about it. Let me tell you, this particular aspect, this Aokigahara thingy, whole situation has affected the royal family time and time and again. It's almost like a sore spot for them. They have been having to deal with it for a very long time. Generationally, they've had to deal with it. Now, would I go so far as to say it's kind of cursed and it's got something to do with the royal family? I do have my opinions about it. I'm not going to delve into that. I'm not going to do that because that's going to open a whole another box of can of worms. So let's just say that they are somehow tied, okay? Are they responsible for the people who go there and commit suicide? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. So don't twist my words. Then you have the Tower card, and the Tower card just talks about disillusionment, talks about things coming down, dismantling, burning down, the tower toppling over. This particular thing has in the past almost caused a rift amongst themselves in the royal family. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if not the present king and queen, or whoever it is, the emperor or empress, that's how they call themselves, not king and queen, the previous to couple of generations. I would not be surprised if the royal family or members of the royal family, the emperor empress, have taken secret visits to, gone on secret visits, top secret visits to Aokigahara to see what the big brouhaha is all about. And whatever their experiences have been, they have sworn that they will never go back and visit that place. And that is something that their descendants have maintained. They will not go back over there. That to me says a lot as to how they could be tied and how intertwined they are. Because at the end of the day, all that land does belong to the royal family, the emperor and empress of Japan. So there is some kind of a dynamic, generational, karmic attached dynamics going on over there. Okay, now those of you who are all scientists and all that stuff and say, oh, this is a bunch of baloney, that's fine. If you can't prove it, then disprove it. That's all I'm going to say. Then we have the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Now the King of Cups talks about a very emotionally savvy person, somebody who has the emotional stability and who can manage the emotions very well, and somebody also who is, gives you the emotional support and that sort of a thing. But however, in this case, I feel like the crown is very, very much like cut off. They don't want to deal with it. They do not want to have to deal with it at all. They just don't want to. Okay, it's almost like a lack of emotions, right? And the King of Cups, as we know, very tolerant, very empathic leader type of thing. But here it's almost like, shh. Now with the Ace of Cups, we do have, like, there is an offer, there is a proposal to do something with that land. But whether they agree or not, whether the government steps forth and says, this is all, what do they call that? This is all speculation, and this is all bah humbug, and people just talking crap, and nothing like that is going on. And where do these people come from? All the speculators, and they come out from the, I don't know, from far afield, and they do all of this conspiracy bullcrap and all. But they have made an offer, or proposed to the government something with regards to Aokigahara. What? Okay, now I'm going to take this other deck, right? Remember, I have this deck for the royal family. I'm going to do this for the government. This will all be fire, watch. This is Swords and Cups. This will probably be Fire and Earth. I wouldn't be surprised. But I am surprised that the government has not completely shut down the Aokigahara forest. Completely shut it down. Suzy Q says, would the area find another way to be? No. No. Oh, thank you, Pamela Hewitt. Thank you. I'll show you the cards. The Magician, the Fool card, yeah, people speak highly of Japan. We are not bad-mouthing Japan at all, we are not. I don't know, Persephone, are you talking about the color of my nail polish? I don't think it's a berry color. Let me show you. What is the color? It's almost like a grayish, blackish, greenish, brownish, something. I don't know. My fingers are so dry. I don't know what color, but it's really a really pretty color. Sometimes it looks black, sometimes gray, sometimes an olive green base and a brown. I don't know what it is. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Pentacles. Finally, Pentacles. Remember, I said I'm pretty sure the Wands and Pentacles will pop up. Fire and Pentacles. Well, Wands is fire, and then Pentacles is the Earth card. So we have the Magician card. As we know in the traditional tarot, the Magician talks about, having that powerful energy, having that ability to be able to create whatever. And then the Fool card always says, like, what, it's okay, we're just going to disregard the seriousness of the issue and just traipse along like nothing ever happened. And the Ace of Wands does say that, look, government has got control over this. The government will do what the government wants, right? Regardless of what the royal family says. Yes, there are clear lines of authority, and some of them is very clear. The government cannot do certain things without the monarchy's approval, and the monarchy can't do some things without the government's approval. So that's that. Then the Two of Wands does talk about making plans, wanting to do something with regards to that place, wanting to figure out if there is any other way that they can utilize that land, right, to avoid all this drama, to utilize it for some other reason so people don't go there and continue to use it as it is being used. Then the Ten of Pentacles is a question of finances, it's a question of economics. So what can they use that land for, convert it and use it for, if it isn't as a national forest? You have to deal with the fact that a lot of these people who are the tree huggers, they're going to come around. Japan is an island country, remember that. They're going to come around and saying, hey, you're destroying the forest and messing with the ecology of that place, right? But on the other hand, considering it's so close to Mount Fuji, then if that Mount Fuji were to, you invest all these billions and billions of yen and you do something and the Fuji erupts and all that's going to be wiped out. So really, what can we do? From an economic perspective, from a financial perspective, what can we do that is going to be feasible and worthy of that investment, right? So they have to look at it that way. So they are saying, with the Ten of Pentacles, we really have to be very, very cognizant about, the decisions we make. We are not going to spend so much of money and do something there only for it to all be blown up if Mount Fuji decides to have a fit. And I don't think the land is going to be usable for anything, y'all. I hate to say it. I don't think they'll really be able to use the land for anything. The land has been destined to be just that. And that's what it's going to be. Petroleum. Yeah, I know, because I wash my hands 800 times in a day with soap and water. And I've been using that. Remember, I put it on one of those things. It's the antiseptic thingy that they use for surgeries. I use that because I want to be very clear that I don't have anything in my fingers or nails or anything like that. I always have a bottle of it by my sink. I use with that first, and then I use with whatever fragrant hand soap is concerned. But now I've run out of hand soap, and I didn't get up and go buy another one. So I've been just using this, and it is a bit harsher. There is no doubt about it. So... Oh, you are so kind, Alia. The only thing I'm wearing is that weird color lipstick. Y'all, Alia, she's always sweet. She's always complimenting. I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see, like, some days it's almost like freckles. They're so much prominent, and some days you can't see it. That's a dang lupus, y'all. I kid you not. But Alia, she's always complimenting me on. She's too sweet. Yeah, I know, we don't want to, nobody should, Araceli, I get it, because it's like, all that energy and all that stuff. But, think about it. When it comes to, see, there's only a finite amount of land in this earth, right? So once all these people start land grabbing, you think they give a flip about all of that? All these developers? Seriously, do you think? No, they don't. No, they don't. Might be the only real use of the land. Oh, thank you, Pandora Sparks. Yeah, shea butter. Okay. John Hawkins, Capri, 8080. Yes, yes. So Capri is right. So Japan has always been very, very way ahead in terms of technology and all that sort of stuff. You know, automotive technology, science, robotic, all that. But that country is so steeped in it's a very patriarchal society. Men, even this day and age, 2022, men have a higher, I hate to say this, higher value, higher standing in society than women do in Japan. Very traditional gender roles. They do try to, the younger ones are trying to break through it, but not that easy to break something that is so deeply rooted in tradition and history. And men definitely take precedence over women. Male children definitely have more than the female children. And even till today in Japan, traditionally the women will always walk a step behind the men. So is it slowly changing? Maybe in certain society circles, depending on how conservative your family is. Even here in America, depending on how conservative you are, there are certain things that you do a little different than other people, right? So it's the same thing in Japan. So it's very, very. I don't think Japan is really going to come out of that mindset. I think Japan is one of the very few and last countries where you cannot become the emperor or empress. You can't rule Japan if you are female. It goes down only through the male members of the family. So the current king and queen, emperor and empress, they have a daughter, so she will never get to sit on the throne. So therefore, the next in line, the current emperor's brother's son, is the one who's being groomed. Do I think it's fair? No. But are they going to change it because little old Kirtana, who has the Real Astrology 1123 channel and the Real Tarot 1123 channel, says so? No, I wish they did. If I get a call from them and say, hey girl, what do you think, we're going to change it? I'll be like, yep, you better do it. You're maybe 100 years behind, but get to it, yo. That's what I would say. Okay, any questions regarding this? Any questions before I go on? Or is there anything else you folks want to talk about? I have a feeling I want to pull a couple more cards. Which one did I want to do? Oh, Alia, you are very sweet. I'm sure you have beautiful skill. You're just being very modest. Okay. Let me make sure. Yeah. Any other questions? Tainted Meat says your co-host is very quiet tonight. Who's my co-host? I don't have a co-host. Wait, what? Art Tate. Which one are you talking about, Art Tate? Art Tate says, High Texas Patriot. No, I have never been there, but it is very popular that people committed suicide in the forest. Once you go in, you never get out. That was what I was told. Art Tate, are you talking about Aokigahara? Oh, yeah, you missed quite a bit, girl. Yeah, Joshua was here earlier. Joshua just came. Joshua just donated, and Joshua is being very quiet as usual. I really wish Joshua would participate in the comment section. I much appreciate Joshua's contributions, but I really want to, have an exchange of words, like, comments and stuff. That'd be so cool. Oh, Bernie. Okay, your co-host. Okay, I was like, what? Yeah, y'all, this boy, let me tell you. Hey, boo-boo. Boo-boo. You want to come and say hello to your friends? Or is it, come here. Come here. No? Why you don't want to get up? Don't sigh. Oh my goodness. I can't even tell you. Let me take a picture of this goofus. Because I have to, right? And show you guys. Yeah. I have all my boxes of stuff here. Oh, God. My co-host, he's being very quiet. Let me show you. This is him. Don't comment on my room, okay? I got some boxes over there. Let me show you. That's him laying down there. So he's just basically like sprawled. He's like, Mom, whatever. Okay, we would love to chat with Joshua. Yeah, I want to say our family member's name, but if they don't want to say, but was wondering how the trial went. If you, okay, got what you're saying. Bruno, Inarella Real Estate. Hi, this is Anna from Australia. I just would like to know if the fishermen in Ireland would be safe from the Russians. What? What are you talking about, girl? I have no idea. What do you mean fishermen in Ireland would be safe from what? What in the world? Who is this person? And out of the blue. No personal questions. Thank you. Dates back to pagan times. If you had a malady, a piece of cloth was dipped in the well and rubbed on areas that then tied to trees around the area to degrade. When degraded, the ailment was said to heal. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm interested in the question that Araceli asked at 8:12. Araceli, let me see. At 8:12. Vivid Dreamer. Hey, Vivid Dreamer. Jojo Dancer. Hello. Honey Short Legs. Okay, B. Sanders, no, Bernie. Okay, so Vivid Dreamer says, I'm interested in the question that Araceli asked at 8:12. Araceli, let me see. What was the question Araceli asked? I'm sure I skipped it. Hang on one second, I'm trying to scroll. It's intriguing, very different from the way of life, okay? Araceli, what's your question, honey? Apparently somebody liked your question. I would not want to build on the land where people can. Okay, Araceli, I don't know, honey. Can you post who? Vivid Dream. Hey, Vivid Dreamer says, hey, Kirtana. Hey, Vivid Dreamer. Vivid Dreamer, honey, what is Araceli's question? Can you repost here, please? I know. He is my little puppy. Only he's 150 pounds. I'm waiting for Vivid Dreamer to post Araceli's question. What was her question, honey? I missed it. Launched out like the king he is. Yeah, I mean, he just... I'm waiting. No question. Okay, move on. Okay, do y'all have any other questions for me, y'all, with regards to this Aokigahara? Any other questions? Oh, what is GTSY? Good to see you. Good to see you. Sound like a minotaur. Yeah, he does. The noises he makes. Oh my God! In the middle of the night, he fall into deep sleep, and it's like some kind of an animal over there. Like, is there a mountain lion in the house or what? Oh, that's funny. Push the other people that visit the forest to commit the suicide also. Yeah, okay. Thank you for posting that. Do the suicide spirits encourage, help, or push its forest visitors to come? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for reposting that. Yes, absolutely. See, it's like that energy that needs that constant supply source to feed. So, honey, it's about the drugs. They want the poppy plantations. Wait. Okay, yeah, you're right. But we won't get into that. Every time. What is the deal with this? Every time. Come on. Give me something here. Please. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on, y'all. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, wow, hang on, you guys. Polkaroo, hey. Oh my God, excuse me. Ooh. Oh, it's so funny. You remember my little cowrie shells that I have been trying to use, and for the longest time my guides have been like, nope, not today, you can't use me today, nope, not today, nope, not today. Now in the morning earlier, I think I was recording something and I tried and kind of sort of, and then I was like, let's put it away. There is going to be a death in the royal family in the very, very short near future. Very short near future. No drama, it's just because of natural causes or something. Thank you, Chandra. Wow, tell me again. One last time. Yeah, I'm going to stop. I wouldn't be surprised if within the year there's going to be, in the short near future, there's going to be somebody in the royal family of Japan who's going to pass. It's either due to natural causes or age. No, I'm not going to answer that question, Susie. It's like which royal family member? No. Let's not ask questions that are. Well, Arachali, so understand this, like to answer your question, right? So to answer your question, Arachali, it's like if one is already, that's why I keep telling people all the time, learn how to protect your energy source, learn how to protect your energy sphere, your energy boundaries. Because if you go into areas like that where negative energy feeds off of weakness, then even if you are slightly weak, it can just kind of just, how many times have we heard people say like, I was totally fine, but I just walked into that place and I have no idea, I felt such an overwhelming amount of sadness or feeling of sadness or anger or whatever, but when I walked in I was fine, and I walked out and all that went away. What was that all about? So if you're already in a frame of mind or in a mental state where you are already showing a little bit of weakness, that'll amplify. But if you walk in there knowing that, you know what, it's not going to affect me, I'm not going to let it affect me, you may be affected, but not to the extent where you will take your life. So not everybody who goes into the Aokigahara forest, on trail walks or whatever, all go missing. No, it's not that every single person who goes there ends up committed suicide. No, it's not. Some people go there just to walk on the trails and they walk back out. So, that makes a lot of difference too. Did I misread your question? I don't know whose question. So I think it was Susan's, right? She said, wait, I'm sure I misread. I think it was Susan's question, right? No. Oh, no. No, we're talking about Japan. We're not talking about England. I am Aquarius. I'd like to ask here what other opinions about spirituality I'd like to gain knowledge, and I'm planning to. Okay. Join the classes on Saturdays, Alia. Oh, absolutely. We can do another one. Angela Smith says, good evening, Miss K. And Texas Patriot, hey, Angela. We can do another one when we talk about Biden and his stance. Since we are, let's get off the Aokigahara, because I'm already feeling a little depressed because that place is like so much sadness around that. Unless you guys have some specific questions about this, I just wanted to bring it to light, right? I would make a beautiful, yeah, but sometimes it is so deep rooted, there's nothing we can do about it. I actually am going to do a very impromptu reading for the situation between Russia and Ukraine, like what's going to go on over there. Let me take a look. Maybe I should have done one for Vlad. Give me He was born on 7th October. He was born on 7th October. Dude, when were you born, man? Hang on, y'all. 7th October 1952. Seventh October. 7th October. So what is he, a Libra? Yeah, he's a Libra, correct? Yeah, 7. This dude is all or nothing. Very smart man. Very, very smart man. Okay. Alias, I'm planning to be a midwife because I like helping people. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm not doing one for summer. No, we can't be focusing only on that one case. Yes, thank you, Texas Patriot, for putting that out. Yeah. Yeah, it's very intriguing subject, Aokigahara, there's the energy over there is it already coming up? Yep, I can feel it. Okay, so oh, my camera ran out of, hang on everybody, hang on, camera, battery change. Okay. Please. Okay. Ow, ow. Okay. Okay. All right, sorry about that, y'all. I had to change the battery on my camera. Yeah, it's almost like saying thank you for your patience, everybody. I had to change the battery on my camera. It's almost like saying wardrobe change. This is what? Yeah, technology. Yeah. Who? What? Okay, Honey Shortleg says she was going over the imperial house of Japan, referred to as the imperial family of the house of Yamato, and someone brought up a suicide forest. Who was that, Honey Shortlegs? It took me a while to catch up. Who? Wes ran to the room. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. What's his face's name? Putin. So we got the Leo card. Okay, a quick impromptu reading, sending Bunny kisses. Hey Bunny, Pamela Hewitt is sending you a load of kisses, honey. Yeah, true. The moon in reverse. Fancy that. And Taurus in reverse. Am I holding the deck? Yeah, so yeah, I was holding it in reverse. So I'm going to put it upright. I was holding the whole deck in reverse. So I don't know, I must have picked it up wrong. Okay, so we'll put it there. So with the Leo card 5, 19, 20, 21, 3, and he is 7, so he is a Libra. So, oh, yeah, I'm doing a quick read for the Russian situation with regards to Ukraine. I'm sorry, I kind of just, so this is for Putin. So, I got his date of birth as October 7th 1952. So 7th house, he's a Libra, so 1 2 6 7th house Aries, very margin energy, the moon, and then 8th house talks about secrets. You know what, this guy's up to no good, y'all. He is very much prepared for, you know how they were saying if he does make a attack on Ukraine, then they're going to impose sanctions. He already has a plan B. He's very well aware of that. He already has a plan B. He's like, he's like, yeah, he's not afraid. Yeah, he does. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Let's go and see. Impromptu reading. Lots of traditions and superstitions in Japan. Strength card, another Leo pops up. This is interesting. 2 of Wands under the Moon card. Y'all better sit up and take notice. This is very interesting. 7 of Pentacles against Taurus. I'll show you impromptu reading of the Russian-Ukraine situation regarding Putin. Yes. Because that Aokigahara was getting too... Honey, did I not answer? Oh, this fellow. Y'all, hang on one second. Yeah, okay. So let me show you. We got the Leo, and okay, right? The Moon card, the 2 of Wands, and the Swords, Page of Swords, Taurus, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. What this is telling me, he's going to do some mischief, this fool. Okay, let me focus on this and not at the thing. So 2 Leo cards, and he is a Libra. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11th house. 11th house is like-minded people, groups and friends, and that's Leo, and he has 8 self-imposed restrictions. He is holding himself back. He is pacing himself. He is 100% pacing himself. And he definitely has allies. It's not like the whole world is against him. No, the whole world is not against him. I wouldn't be surprised if China is actually supporting him. Then we have the Moon card, the 2 of Wands, and the Page of Swords. And the Moon card talks about, deception. Absolutely, there is deception. This fellow, he's got plan B, plan C, everything. He is waiting for the right time. He is acting like he is restricted. He's acting like, oh, my hands are tied behind my back, but they're not. He's waiting. He will strike. This fool will strike. I would not be surprised. He will strike. Then we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords talks to us about, yes, there's a lot of chitter-chatter about it. Yes, there's a lot going on in the international political arena. There is a lot going on, y'all. For some reason, I also believe that Israel has got some hand in this too. I'm just going to throw it out there. Then we have Taurus and the 7 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. Now, the Taurus card for him, he's a Libra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th house. October 7th, correct? Yeah, he's a Libra. So when we talk about Taurus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th house. 8th house again talks about, finances. This guy is definitely all about the controlling of the financial opportunity in Ukraine. That's what he's all about. Okay? And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles to us talks about patience, waiting patiently for success for all the work he's put in. This is something that was planned over a period of time. Then we have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups definitely does talk about friendships, considerations, circle of support. This guy, Putin, 100% has got support from the political platform. May not be from US, but definitely there are certain other, may not be from England, may not be from Germany, is not sure what they want to do because they themselves have a turmoil. Angela Merkel is no more there. So with their coalition government, they're like, what do we do? Where do we go? How do we figure this out? They have to, excuse me. They have to kind of between themselves figure out what their strategy is going to be towards Putin. So, Middle East, I don't know what they're doing, but I wouldn't be surprised if Israel is also like, yeah, let's kind of worm our way in and figure out where we can we supply weapons here and can we take some money here from the back end? Yeah. King of Cups. America is Cancer. King of Cups talks about our president, right? He's going to be offering something to this guy, and Putin is not going to like it. And he's going to say, let's move forward. If Biden hasn't already offered Putin something, Putin is like, nope, not good enough. I'm just going to charge on anyway. And Page of Cups, okay? Page of Cups does talk about somebody volunteering, stepping in and say, hey, no, let's see if we can still figure it out. I wonder who that is going to be. I wonder if that's going to be England or if that's going to actually, finally, Germany is going to wake up and say, let's sit up and do something with regards to that. Eight of Cups. I feel like Crystal Pink, hey girl, thank you so much for your contribution. I appreciate you. How's it going? She says. That is so cool. So with the eight, thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you so very much. Just the fact that you're here, right? Eight of Cups does talk about wanting to retreat and withdraw. So he is definitely going to try and do some little mischief there and start a little something. And sure enough, he may decide that, okay, fine, I'm going to withdraw my troops. So he may instigate, he may start a little bit of he may start a small little bonfire, if you know what I mean. And then he's going to say, okay, let's withdraw. But so much deception around him, So, okay. Any other questions, y'all? I'm just going to stop it at that. I didn't want to continue anymore with the Aokigahara, y'all. I'm sorry if it was a very short live because I started getting some heavy energy and I'm like, I don't want to deal with it right now. So I was like, let's do something a little different. But do you all have any questions for me? I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, they did send the troops out there. They did. They said 8,000, but I believe they sent a lot more. Hey, Scout Inquirer, I'm so glad you do. Wait, Leslie. Putin is very. Oh yeah, he was head of the KGB. He's not like he's got military background. He's got this guy. Yeah, go for it, Afro-human. Rochelle says don't go. Go for it, Afro-human. Oh, I did not see that, Pamela. I have to look into that. But Afro-human has a question. She goes, may I speak about the trial? Absolutely. So Honey Shortlegs, hang on a second. Afro-human says, Kirtana, may I speak about the trial? Absolutely, go for it, girl. So we're going to give her an opportunity because she's going through a bit of a situation. Carriage House, a little missing Texas girl. Are you talking about that little Afghanistan child? Lena something. Yeah, let's give Afro-Human a chance because she had a question about, yeah, let's see. She's going to share something with us. Afro-Human, if you're paying attention, if you are within the United States, you can actually, I can give you my number. I'll email you my telephone number and you can call me and I'll put you on a speakerphone so you can actually talk and this will pick up. Would you like to do that? Afro-Human, I'm going to send you an email. There we go. Okay. Here, I'm going to... So let me see if she gets this email. So what I did just now, Afro-Human, is, oh, fantastic. Oh, I just sent her an email. Afro-Human, I just sent you an email with my telephone number. I thought if you wanted to, you can call me on my cell phone. Of course, I won't show that to the camera, but I can put you on speakerphone and my speaker can pick it up. But that's fine. So she goes, thank you all for the support from this family. This week we won on and he was charged with all 20 counts against him, several life sentences without parole. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Wow, congratulations and condolences to your family. I hope your husband is doing better. Yeah, I hope so. Oh my God. That is such a load. I mean, it's not going to bring her back, but, justice is served. So her soul will rest in peace now, right? Oy. Whew. What is StreamYard Scout? Maybe I should figure that out. StreamYards. Let me note that down. Oh my God, technology. StreamYards. I have to look into that. Thank you for letting me know. Let me see what is StreamYards. Oh, all right. Afro-Human, do you want to call me? I forgot what I told her that day. I really forgot. Okay. While she decides what to do, and I'm going to make sure the volume is... Oh, okay. Hello. Hi, honey. How are you, sweetheart? I'm so glad you called. So before I put you on speakerphone, I want to know if I'm not going to show your number to the screen so nobody will know, but I can just put you on speakerphone so everybody can hear. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. My pleasure. Hang on. All right, y'all. I'm not going to show her number, of course, because I want to be respectful of her privacy. Afro-Human just called and she's on speakerphone, and hopefully y'all can pick it up. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear her, okay? Go ahead, sweetheart. You are on the speakerphone. Go ahead.
Hello? everybody. Thank you so much
Give
for
me a
all of
give me a thumbs up if you can hear her, folks. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Hang on, sweetheart. I just want to make sure that they can hear you. Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear her? Okay, go ahead.
I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for everybody's love, vibes, just all of your thoughts this week. It was so appreciated. It was a long 4 days, but we were victorious in 20 counts. All 20 counts he was found guilty on. And we really saw some very horrific pictures that were really hard and will never leave me. But the trial went really well. The prosecutor did an amazing job at the end when it was time for everybody to come in for the verdict. The entire homicide squad was there, so that was pretty amazing to see that support. And the really odd thing about it is this man never moved in his chair. He never moved. Not one of us that were there for the families ever saw him move, except when something would be shown on the screen, he would slightly turn his head. I never saw his face.
What is his name?
His name is Larry Rogers. And it was so much emotion in 4 days. Anger, sadness, pain, hate, wishing that he had lived a different life so he wasn't like that, you know? He is just very, very cold. This fool, let me tell you when I say fool, wrote a letter to the judge acting like he was acting like he got a letter from the real killer. So they had fingerprint experts and all of this kind of stuff where it shows that he wrote the letter. I mean, it was just whack. It was so crazy. And then, you know, of course, we found out things that, we didn't know and that had not been shared with the family, you know, the investigation. So it was a lot. It was a lot.
So how many years did he get?
We will find out in February. We go back down for his sentencing. But with even a few of the different charges, I mean, there were like 20. There's so many. But we were very happy that he definitely got manslaughter for Milo, the unborn baby.
Mm-hmm.
That made us very, very happy. And I would love to take you up on your offer, Kirtana, at a little bit later date.
Sure.
I let her dad watch that live,
Mm-hmm.
and his eyes were so big. He was like, "This is amazing."
Oh.
So, if you don't mind, I would like to do it with him.
Sure.
But that's you. Okay, so maybe we can set that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
you have my email and you have my telephone number now too. You're definitely within the United States, so neither of us have to worry about big cell phone bills.
No, not at all. And they have a nice computer. I can go back there. But, you know, I was just so happy that, you know, I could be there for him and,
Yeah.
you know, Kyla's stepmom now. You know, I had Kyla from when she was like 6 to 11, and then her current stepmom came in a little later, but we were still, you know, we held hands the whole time. We shared hotel rooms. It was good, and it was good. You know, Kyla kind of healed her dad and I's relationship, which was a good thing for me emotionally, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess in sadness comes good things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. My God.
But I won't stay long.
Okay.
I just want to, and thank you for your reading.
Absolutely.
You were so right in so many things. I can't wait to, you know, I'm still just processing all of that.
Yeah.
That was so information, so.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for trusting in me and giving me this opportunity, and also for saying, okay, you'd go on the phone, because I wanted everybody to hear you rather than sit and type over there. So I appreciate that. And of course, your phone number is not anywhere on the screen. I will not put it. And there are a lot of good messages for you from a lot of people. So when you go back and read the chats, everybody has sent some messages. So, just want to let you know. Sending you love.
Everybody.
All right. So I
just love it here. I love this family. I think this is the best family I've come across on YouTube. I love you. I love your energy, and I love being in this chat.
Well, thank you so very much. All kudos to you folks, right? Thank you so much for your kind words. All right, honey. I'm going to hang up the phone. Okay? Take care. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. She says thank you all. Okay. Bye, sweetie.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Okay. So she might pop back up in the chat. So I wasn't going to call out each and every one of your names. I'm sure she'll go back and read, and she will see. Y'all comments. Thank you everybody from whoever, all of y'all have. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up, because I wanted to make sure y'all heard her. So Pamela, I think Pamela too had a situation that I did a reading for her the last time, right? Pamela, correctly, congratulations there. Pamela, you have to keep us posted on your. Was it Pamela? Yeah. No, it wasn't Pamela. Wait, hang on. Was it Pamela? Hang on. Was it Patty or Pamela? No? Hang on. Yeah, it was Pamela, but it was Pamela Hewitt. So that was the situation with her. So she's going to, Afro-Human is going to jump back on the thing, I'm sure. If not, we'll see her. Oh my God. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Oh my God, Scout Inquirer, you are very, very generous. Thank you each and every one of you all for your kind words to Afro-Human. I'm sure she's going to read your messages. Honey Shortleg says, relief gives peace. Someone I know had a verdict in a drunk driving case. A guy killed a nephew. Oh my goodness, I can't. Unbelievable. So let's, since we are on that note, let's take a quick look at that young girl in Texas, right? Oh yeah, thank you, Scout Inquirer. Sorry, that was rude. Wait, somebody else had a question, and I said, wait, let's finish with her. Anna Silva, hey girl. Oh God, nice to hear your voice. Yeah. Somebody else had a question, and I said, wait, let her finish hers, and then I'll get to it. Oh, let's do Lena, that young child, right? What is her name? Lena something Sardar, right? Lena Sardar. I forgot what I did for her. Oh, my pleasure. Oh, I appreciate you guys. I mean, you guys are the ones who makes this family so awesome. So thank you. Susie Q. Oh, you are very kind. Oh. I love it. I absolutely love you guys. Lena Kahil, Araceli, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. I just do it because I do it, but thank you so much for your generosity, y'all. The fact that y'all are here and y'all participate and y'all comment and give me an opportunity to do my thing and, just participate in interaction and share your stories with me. That means so much to me, y'all. I don't know if y'all, oh, you're going to make me all teary-eyed. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I mean, think about it for a second. Like, I am a complete stranger. We have met through YouTube, right? So many of you haven't even seen your faces, right? I mean, you all live somewhere in one end of the world and I'm here in little old Texas, right? And yet here we are. We truly feel like a family. So that is such a blessing. I know, I'm an only child, so I appreciate it. Okay. Lena Sardar here. Okay, let's do that. Yes, Rochelle, they are a great family. All of y'all. Y'all are what makes this family. So, y'all are the ones, what is the word? Y'all are the glue that keep the something together. What's that saying? I don't know. I could probably mess it up. The carriage house. Oh, thank you so much for your generosity. I do appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, surprise, surprise. The world card popped out for Lena. I'm going to put it back because I was reading a message there. So Afrohuman says, thank each and every one of you. My heart is open to receiving your love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Afrohuman, for sharing that with us. Oh, thank you. All right. I love you too, y'all. Gypsy girl. Jamie K, hello. All right, so let me focus on Lena Sardar here. The Hermit card. 5 of Swords. I'll show you all the cards. 2 of Pentacles. So, very interesting cards. Yeah, that was a tough one to watch, Persephone. I saw that one too, the way he broke down. Oh my God, that was terrible. So we have the Hermit. Let me show you guys because I held it up. You're the mama of this gang, Inabag. That was the funniest thing, but cute. Christine Van Buren, hey girl, good to see you. JVK also. Jamie, are you new here or not? I just seen you, so I do apologize if I haven't acknowledged you earlier. Christine, yeah, good to see you, Christine. All right. So with the Hermit card, I do believe that there is a lot of searching going on. There's still a lot of investigation. I'm going to say that they are actually investigating the family and the relatives of the family. So people in that community who basically came with them, they are investigating them. So with the 5 of Swords, I feel like there is a lot of... it is almost like a score being settled, like bullying and threats and, that sort of a thing. I feel like this is a score being settled. Now, with the 8 of Swords, the father, this is not Lena's energy. I feel like the father feels like his hands are bound behind his back and there's nothing he can do. And with the 4 of Cups, right, the 4 of Cups does talk about being unfulfilled, apathy, not getting the answers you so deserve, etc. And the 2 of Pentacles does talk about multitasking, weighing the pros and cons, what are the options. I almost feel like the father is like, you know what, to heck with it, I'm just going to go on my own. I have a feeling that the father or the family does know Elena, hey Elena, does know, have a vague idea as to who it could be. I think the father kind of sort of knows, and I think he's now at a point where he's like, I have to make this decision. I'm going to have to just go on my own and try to figure this out. Oh, you do? Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry. I just noticed you, so I do apologize. I didn't want to not acknowledge you or anybody for that matter. Sometimes I skip because I'm focusing on the reading, and I don't look up at the screen. Thank you for joining us. Snow White is saying good night, guys. What? Snow White, she's fallen asleep. Well, thank you for joining us. Have a good night. See how my energy changed once I stopped talking about Aokigahara? Oh my God, I can feel my energy change. Temperance, he has to have the balance. He has to maintain his balance. He has to keep his strength up. Has to have the positive energy. The Tower card. No, this is going to come down. I think the Tower card is saying that he has to maintain his balance. He has to have the strength, because the Tower card is coming, and the Tower card is going to bring an ending to this case. But there is going to be a lot of support around him. I don't think this is going to end very well, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not going to end very well, the Death card. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of support around him, but this is not going to end very well. Queen of Swords. It is going to become a legal case. Eight of Pentacles. They are building, they're working on getting all the... On the other end, the police are working, chipping away. Gypsy Girl is teasing Snow White. She goes, lightweight Snow White. She wants to go night-night. Girl, there are some days when I tell you what, I feel like I want to take a nap at about 5:30, and then I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That has happened to me a couple of times, and I keep telling Mark, why didn't you wake me up? It's all your fault. And Nico, you were sleeping so peacefully, because the past few nights you never slept, and I thought I'd do you a favor, and I'm like, it's all your fault. Yes, Aokigahara is a bit heavy. And Three of Wands. I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually planning on traveling back to their homeland, or it goes back, the connection goes back to the homeland. So this is somebody who I feel is known to the family. That's what the cards are showing. I couldn't tell you anything beyond that at this point in time. So or was Jamie K wanting to know when we have a live or whatever, right? I have to take a quick look. It's going to go into legal, y'all. It's going to become a legal thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they're feeling like they have to, something to do with illegality, or they have to go back to the home country and do some, because there's some connection over there. I feel like the father has a vague idea who it could be. Seven of Swords. Betrayal. He feels betrayed. I think he knows who it is. Having to maintain that strength. There is going to be that circle of support. And this Death card keeps popping up again in that sequence. Yeah. King of Pentacles. Somebody with power, with a whole bunch of money. Why? Oh, I wonder whether they owed somebody some money and they couldn't pay it back, and then they are like, oh, we're going to take your daughter and make sure you pay your money, type of thing. Could be something like that. Five of Swords. Yeah, there is some violence over there, abuse. Nine of Wands. He was told to keep within his limits and he didn't. This is not going to end well for this family, y'all. Queen of Cups. The mother is overly emotional. She is in a horrible state. The Fool card. That whole feeling of being free and finding freedom in this country is all gone. Something about the mother. No, she's not responsible for the child's whatever, but Seven of Cups, gaslighting card. They had a lot of choices. Didn't make the right decision. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there is an offer that was made. Look, there is something tied. I have a feeling that money was owed to somebody. This goes back to connections with their homeland. Something going on over there. I can't quite figure it out at the moment. But I think the father has a vague idea who it could be. And he's now saying, you know, I'm going to take decisions in my matters in my own hands, and I'm going to go for it and try to figure it out and find out. Oh, Jamie K is in New Hampshire. I think it's a different time zone. Yeah, I think you're 2 hours ahead of us. You're East Coast, right, honey? Jamie, if you're on New York time or East Coast, Maine, then you're 2 hours ahead of us, or even Florida time. Yeah, that is a terrible situation. Did y'all have any other questions for me? I'll tell you one thing. Who was this who talked about tainted meat? She goes, I think a lot of us had a change in energy, because I said I felt my energy change. Every time I have looked at Aokigahara, y'all, I have, it's so weird. I have felt my, like, tired, just tired, drained of energy. So weird though. Very tired, very drained of energy. I'm certainly going to be doing some cleansing. East Coast, yeah. I need a fresh girl. This is just water, girl. See, I did such a good job of washing this that I know I should probably use that glue off or whatever, you know, where you peel off the label. I didn't do a very good job of it, and I was like, yeah, it's clean, it's washed, soap and water, dishwasher, everything, so it's good. Tainted Meat says it's 3:30 a.m. here. Oh my God, girl, you should go to bed. Oh, Afro-Human, you too, girl. Same as Harmony case. Harmony, whatever happened to that, right? Leslie Bonito says, thank you. Oh God, I forgot Harmony's last name. Oh my God, why am I saying Hamilton? What is Harmony's last name? Is it Hamilton? No. What is that young girl's name? Harmony. I forgot what her last name is. What is that Harmony's last name? Okay, any other questions, y'all? Any other questions? Any other questions? I got to go wash my head tomorrow so it doesn't look so icky. Harmony Montgomery, there you go. Okay, so Cuba Lakeland says, I would love to know what happens after you are done with the reading. Please. What do you mean, what happens, Harmony Montgomery? Cuba Lakeland, what do you mean by saying what happens after I'm done with a reading? So are you talking about how I cleanse? So first and foremost, Harmony Montgomery. I don't know why I was thinking Hamilton. So if you're talking about Bernie, well, basically he follows me out of the room, because once I'm done with the reading, I shut everything down. I'm done. But I go through, that brings me to another question. Once I'm done, like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I change my water, right? Every day I get some fresh water, because air, water, fire and earth. So air is my incense, fire is the candle, earth is my crystals and this. And I cleanse this area. I do meditate. I light my candle. I do my incense. I do this guy. What do you guys call this guy? Sage. It smells divine. And I do all that, and I do my every day in the morning, my little prayers and my little stuff. And do whatever I need to do for the reading. If I have any special requests, like very specific energy readings and that sort of stuff, that's a whole different process I do. But at the end of the day, once I'm done with the reading, I shut everything down. I go through another cleansing process. I say my prayers again in appreciation to whoever my guides, my energy sources are, and I shut everything down again. That's usually the thing I do. But there are some times where even after I've done all the shutting down and clearing and closing down everything and saying my thanks, etc., I go to bed. I pop up at 2 o'clock in the morning because something wakes me up and says, you got to go pull some cards. So then 2 o'clock in the morning, you'll see me here with the light on. Of course, I don't talk to anybody, so I can leave the door open to my study, and then at that time, not only do I have Bernie singing songs for me in the background, I have my wonderful man singing songs in the background too. So the both of them snoring. So, and then I do my cards, and then if there are any specific notes I need to make, I make notes of it. It's the weirdest thing though. It's the weirdest stuff. It's almost like premonition type of things, and I make a note of it. I have a little diary, and then I shut it down again and do a quick mini cleanse, go to bed. But on the other hand, when I do readings for people, usually they follow up, and sometimes they do immediately and they say, oh my God, I can't believe, or I forgot, or this or that. And I get emails a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, when I've long forgotten what this reading was all about, and they refresh my memory. They send the email attachments, thank you so much, and this, that, and the other, and all that. So it's very gratifying when that happens. There's one other thing I'm going to say, since the subject is brought up, that kind of upset me. I will not mention any names. I did a reading just this past Monday or Tuesday for somebody. Now, I made a mistake because the appointment was for the 24th, and via email I confirmed for 24th. But in my calendar, I put it down as 26th. I don't know why. So anyhow, the very next day, I was able to reconnect with this individual, and I said, that's just my mistake. I looked at my email and I was like, yeah, I said 24th, but on my calendar it was 26th. So I went ahead and honored it and did the reading. That's fine. It was a great reading and wonderful person to talk to, everything. I'm not going to mention names. But she had a question because she felt that there were some energy attachments in her home. And she asked me a couple of questions to see if I could see anything. And I said, see, that requires scrying. I'm not prepared now to scry because you didn't tell me that this was going to be part of the reading. When I asked her, do you have any questions? That's when she brought it up. So I said, that's a whole nother process. I will do on Thursday or whenever, I will do set up an appointment. Yeah, that was for Thursday. I set up an appointment, and I can... I'll do the scrying and I'll let you know. And of course, I'm not going to charge you. It's free, whatever. You just need to get on the phone, and I'll do the scrying and I'll tell you what I see and what precautions you need to take. And the first day I did her reading for her, I told her some basics like saging and the salt and all that. And I told her, when I scry, scrying is not something that you just look in the mirror and say, oh yeah. I have to go through a whole process of protecting myself and my energy field and all that in my space before I even set it up to do scrying. I don't know how many of you actually believe in all of this and understand the seriousness of this. It takes a lot out of us. And for me, when I do scrying, I really need to protect myself. And the whole process takes me at least an hour and a half before I even start scrying. The prayers I say, the cleansing I do, the protections, and I do my little thingies around here, the stuff I need to keep around, and no show. I called her twice, no response. I sent her an email. I said, hey, I'm waiting for you. No email, no response, no nothing. And FYI, I told her I'm doing it because I want to help you. There is absolutely no charge. All she needed to do was get on the phone. So now it leads me to think, maybe it's just bah humbug. Maybe it's all in her head. And she was just trying to pull questions out of her hat. That's what it leads to me, because if you were really serious about it, you would have gone on, and particularly when somebody is saying, I'm not going to charge you for it, you would have got on the phone and you would have been there. And even if you forgot, I called you twice. I sent you a text message and I'm still waiting, no response, and sent you an email, and even then, even till today, no response. That was very, very disappointing to me, and I feel that it's very unfortunate that there are a lot of people who don't appreciate. That's flat out disrespect, and I don't think I would want to do another reading for this person, because it's, how do you, after me explaining to her what the process is and how serious it is and how long it takes and all that. So what were you trying to do? Just like test me? Is it a joke? Do you think this is all funny? Like, I don't know. Very disappointed. But anywho, yeah, I mean, so Honey Short Legs asked me a question, and I said, hang on. Okay, hang on, Honey Short Legs. What will happen to the fishermen in Ukraine? I'm going to pull cards for that. Oh, my pleasure. I have been to Sedona. Yes, there's very strong energy in Sedona. I'll tell you that much. I love it. It's beautiful. Many a time. Madeline McCann case. No, I haven't. I haven't seen that Madeline McCann. Polkaru. Yeah, I suppose I have to do one on the environment, but let me go back and do Honey Short Legs questions before I forget her again, and then she'll be upset with me. I don't want her to be upset. The fisherman, let's do that. I have to be organized. That's the only way I can protect myself. Sajan. Yes, I do scrying. Scrying is when some people use water, some people use a smooth glass. We do our rituals and we call upon our guides to actually show us visual images. And so we are able to see in this. So, you can use a mirror, crystal, etc. Even water. I do water too. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I feel really bad because, I try to live by higher Timothy Pitson. I haven't done it. Wait. Because, I always try to be fair and I hold myself to a higher standard because I feel like when I make a commitment, I have to honor it. And it's very unfortunate. But so to answer Honey Short Legs about the fisherman, Honey, this is for you, sweet girl. What will happen to fishermen in Ukraine? Let's take a look. And after this, I'm going to shut it down, okay? Because otherwise we'll be here all night long. Ooh, an Aquarius. I don't know, it could be a little iffy for them. Could be a little touch and go. Could be a little touch and go. Let me just do this. It could be a little touch and go. They are going to be kind of held, if you will, sudden changes. So they're going to, I feel like suddenly it's going to change for them. They're being held captive, but they may suddenly be released or they may suddenly be executed. It's going to be very, just as I said, suddenly executed. Oh my God. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Just as I said, they'll be suddenly released or suddenly executed, and the death card popped up. The world card. The world is watching. The 3. Oh, that's going to create such a ruckus for the situation. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that I hope, because they got the Capricorn and they got the, so Earth card, they're bound. Capricorn, they're bound, restrictions. Aquarius, sudden changes. And just when I said sudden release or sudden death, the death card popped up. And the death card means change and rebirth. So hopefully, whatever the sudden thing is, it's going to be sudden change for the better. So their restriction is eliminated. I hope to God they are not put to death. But then we have the World card, and it talks about success through spiritual rebirth. But I feel that it could be because of the pressure that is being put on them, that they could be released. It's going to be very sudden. Whatever it is, it's almost going to be like, okay, here, there you go. It's like boom, like, firing squad, or boom, you're free, go. Very sudden. And 3 is the Empress, ruled by Venus. Earth, Capricorn, and Venus, which is also Earth. Show me about the Venus. I want to understand the 3, the Empress. Why is she here? Why is she here? 7 of Swords. Betrayal. I wouldn't be surprised if there is going to be some sort of a intervention by a female political figure. I don't know from which country. She doesn't have to be the premier. She could be the second in command or whatever. Is going to try and do some negotiation. But why am I getting betrayal and dishonesty there? So again, I feel like they are going to be using these fishermen as a bargaining tool. Oh, good Lord. Temperance, they're trying to find balance, negotiate. They're going to be using them to negotiate for something. It's going to be very burdensome. Y'all, I'm not feeling right about this. I feel like this is going to go through the phases of, we're going to release them, to nope, the next thing you know, they're dead. Or everything is fine, we'll negotiate, and then the next thing you know, it's the whole thing is done a 180. It's weird. Lot of looking inwards, lot of trying to find out some more details, trying to figure out what else we can do, searching, what else can we do. They're going to use them for negotiations, and then they're going to be free. So I have a feeling it's going to be touch and go for a brief period of time. I do believe there is going to be a little bit of a situation where everybody's holding their breath. But at the end of it all, I'm truly hoping they're going to come very close to this, though. Very, very close to this. And because of all the negotiations and everything, I feel like in the end, they are going to be let go. I truly hope I'm right, but this death card freaked me out because of what I said and at what time and exactly when that death card popped up. I kind of freaked out. Just as I said, it's going to be a sudden freedom or sudden death, and that popped out, that freaked me out. I'm hoping that the Fool card is going to hold good, and which means they're all going to be let free and go. I'm truly hoping for that. So we'll wait and see, right? We'll wait and see. Nothing good ever comes of war. Nothing ever good ever comes of war. But I won't pull any more cards. Oh, my pleasure. I have visited the salon. I did say that. I haven't seen Madeline McCann. I'm going to have to see. Do you feel any changes with the earth? I actually do. You know what? Is Susie Q here? There we go. Just as I said, I won't do anything more. Susie Q asked me a question. She asked me, Susie, is that okay to ask a question? She asked, yeah, I think it's okay. She asked if Scotland would ever gain its independence. Correct, Susie? Give me a thumbs up. Was that your question? If you don't give me a thumbs up, then I won't do the reading. Because then, I want to assume that you want to keep it private. My man says night. You have a good night, honey. Blessings to you too. Yeah, we got done with Japan. We were just started asking other random questions. Good night, Carriage House. Okay. Can you see story and photos on my Facebook page? I'm going to go look, Pamela Hewitt. I'm going to go look at it. Okay. Maybe we'll do another. I'm here. Susie, please do. She goes, please do. So this is a quick thing. I haven't done any preparation for this, so let's see. Oh, thank you, Sherilyn. I do appreciate you. Thank you. You know you didn't have to do that, but thank you. Honey short legs. Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. So let's see about Scotland. I truly believe Mary Queen of Scots was the true heir of England, but my humble opinion. As I'm asking that question, I'm being told no. The Earth card, interesting. Aries, the Martian energy, and Jupiter. Oh my goodness, there's going to be this constant back and forth. I truly don't think that Scotland is going to be completely independent of England. You know, I don't think so, because they're tied at the umbilical cord. Okay, it's like twins. Aries, there's going to be a lot of the Martian fiery fiesty energy, and it's always going to be a sore spot. With Jupiter, it's going to go big. So this fight over the Earth is going to go big. There is going to be a brief period of time where it's really going to escalate. You know, this whole Scottish thing. What was that, Jamie? Can you do reading on Nipsey Hussle whenever you can? I left for a bit because okay, I could do that absolutely. And then Jamie K says yes, she would get real mad at the camera and tell it all about it. I remember that. Cuba Lakeland says it's past my bedtime. Good night, you. You can watch this later. So really quick, I'm just going to drop this. This is going to actually become a big situation in the very near future. Scotland, but England is going to try very hard not to cut the ties. England is going to try very, very, very hard. This is going to escalate when the next generation of the monarchy comes into power. Be it Charles or be it William. I have a feeling more so in William's time. But the royal family is going to be very, very, very hard pressed to let Scotland go. Scotland is their stronghold. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Then Scotland can go back to being... Scotland wants to go back to being Scotland, an independent country, but it is not going to happen during the Queen's reign. Its chances of this escalating and becoming really big is going to happen when the next generation, be it Charles or Williams. I feel when Williams is in power is when thing is kind of, there's going to be like, oh, let's talk and negotiate, but I don't know how far that's going to do. The Lover's card, I don't think you're ever going to part ways. To a certain extent, I believe Scotland is going to be kind of sort of independent of England, but I don't think the cord is going to be cut per se. So anyway, think that just answered the question. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this big camera doesn't freeze on me. Thank God for that. Oh my goodness. And you know what? I also removed those heavy crystals I had around me. I kind of moved it around. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to stop today. Cuba Lakeland, she sends those beautiful rosebuds. They are so pretty. Oh my God. I commented, okay. So, she goes, so I'm going to stop, y'all, just because Nipsey Hussle I will do, honey. I know you asked me that one time. I will do it. It's just that when is the question, right? I'll do it. So, So let me call it a 10 for y'all, because I'm kind of, my energy is going down. Thank you everybody for your contributions, for being here. I do appreciate y'all. I don't know how many viewers were here. Oh yeah, I can actually tell. Hello. Hang on one second. We only have 60 viewers now. What? Oh. Yeah. It's okay. So thank you so very much, everybody, for your kind words, your support, and for being here. I do appreciate all of y'all who have contributed, all of y'all who are here, taking time out of your lives to share with me over here, right? I so appreciate it. Thank you, Afrohuman, for trusting me to do that little reading for you. I'm so glad you'll have some resolution for that case. And yes, absolutely, let me know. You have my email, you have my telephone number. Let me know when you want that reading, and we can definitely go and do that. Delvin, thank you. Inabug, thank you. Mary Fagan, thank you. Capri8080, thank you. Susie Q, thank you. Araceli, thank you. Sherilyn Schaffner, Tainted Meat, Jamie K, Pamela Hewitt, of course, Texas Patriot. Can we get a shout out for her? She does such a fantastic job of keeping us all on the straight and narrow. Honey Short Legs, Gypsy Girl, Jacqueline Nell, Cuba Lakeland, Inabug, Pandora Sparks. I'm so... Crystal Pink, Alia, Ali, Suzy Q, of course I said her name. Carriage House, thank you. Joshua, thank you as always. My Manx 100, thank you. Who am I missing? I guarantee I'm missing. Debbie Bagley, thank you. Leslie Bonito, thank you. Carol Little, thank you. Mary Ganutz, thank you. Delvin, thank you. Carol Little, thank you. Polkaru, thank you. Christine Van Buren, thank you. The Carriage House, thank you. Pauline Raab, thank you. Delvin, thank you. Noble C, thank you. Jimmy K, Jeanette, thank you. I'm trying to see, did I miss anybody? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I will. Vivid Dreamer, thank you. Elena, thank you. Tainted Meat. Who am I missing? Crystal Pink, thank you. Scout Inquirer, thank you. Delvin, Rochelle, thank you. Pamela Strutman, thank you. Pamela Hewitt and Pamela Strutman, yes. My Manx, thank you. Elizabeth Burks, thank you. Amaryllis, thank you. Sandra M, thank you. Vivid Dreamer, thank you. Who am I missing? If I miss anybody's name, John Harkins, thank you. Carol Little, thank you. Snow White, thank you. Leslie Bonito. Anna Silva, thank you. Y'all, if I miss your names, y'all, please don't get mad at me. I'm genuinely, I just missed it. Snow White, thank you. So I'm going to say thank you, everybody. Thank you to Texas Patriot as always. Jamie, I got this camera, I spent way too much money, but, I figured. So I got the A7S3. It is, I'll put it out here, A7S 3. Sony A7S3, that's the camera I got. And it's a pretty expensive camera. It's the most latest in the market, but I did so much research on it, and I finally... No? Who blocked you, Persephone? Nobody's blocked you. Araceli, first and third Saturday, no? Tomorrow is not the third Saturday, is it? Wait, hold on. No, Araceli. First and third Saturday. So we did one on the 1st, we did on the 15th. So the next class is going to be on the 5th. So I'll do the next class on the 5th. No, nobody blocked anybody today. I don't know what you're talking about, honey. Maybe because there's a 30-second gap, you might think so. Why would you be blocked? No. Yeah, it's a 30-second delay. So I thought a lot about the camera, and I ended up getting a zoom lens, and I made sure I got everything with one brand because I felt that that limits the drama. Like, this is not compatible with that. Even the speaker, like the add-on speaker and whatever accessories I had to get, everything I stuck to Sony because I figured I'd just keep it all under one brand. So then the company cannot say, oh, that lens is not compatible with our camera, so you have to call the lens company. And then the lens company will say, oh, we don't know about their products. It's our product is fine. You have to go call their company. So I was like, to heck with all that. I'm just going to keep it all in one brand, so they better not be giving me that roundabout, which actually is a good decision. Somebody was telling me, oh, don't do that. It's very expensive and all that. It's not very expensive. It's marginally expensive, but the hassle that it has eliminated because it's a one-stop shop. I call Sony and they can't tell me to check this, check that because it's all Sony. And the moment I rattle off the serial numbers, they know everything I have here is Sony. So they hustle and do what they need to. So that way it kind of keeps everything streamlined. It's a really good camera. I have barely scratched the surface in the sense that there's so much this camera can do. I can vlog, I can take it outside, and as I'm moving, it'll keep the steadiness and all that balance. And I'm going to be doing all that. I'm going to slowly start incorporating all that in the near... Jamie K says, what kind of camera did I have before that? My MacBook Pro camera that came with the computer, the photo booth, that's what I was using. So there you go. Yeah, and it kept freezing on me and stuff. I don't know what the camera was doing. But now I notice my photo booth doesn't, because I do two videos, right? I shoot with the Sony and I also angle this down so you can see my cards. I've noticed that it doesn't freeze. What are the odds? And nothing has changed as far as the software is concerned. The updates happen on a regular, so same computer. I don't get it. So I'm planning on doing like readings in the backyard and all when the weather changes nicely. So, change of scene, because I'm always cooped in this room. So kind of do something like that. So that way, the outside lighting and all that, this camera will be really good. So if it grays out, we don't see it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. That's right. So, so the only other reason why any comment would get grayed out is simply because we may feel that that was not necessarily the right timing for that comment. Yeah, my guides are bougie. Yeah, they sure are. No kidding. Oh my God. To the what? No. How the hell did this window pop up? Oh yeah. My guys sure are bougie, aren't they? They want the good stuff. Heck yeah, they do. Yeah. All right, y'all. Delvin 10-4. Let's call it a 10-4. Thank you so very much. Texas Patriot, thank you. Oh my God. Oops, I can't type. Thank you. All right, everybody. I'm going to log out, okay? Thank you so very much. I so appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I suppose I should put the camera I use and all that stuff in the description box, y'all. I don't think about all those things when I do my videos. I seriously don't. Like what kind of lighting I use. This ring light I have is some cheap stuff I got from Amazon. It's working well, So, anywho, so thank you so much. Much love to all of you. Appreciate y'all. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend and see you on the next video. All right? Take care. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you. End the stream. Let's go back here and